Welcome, everyone, to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the Indie God, the Deathmatch King, the Internet Champion, always ready, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting.
I was staring right at your nipple as you said all that.
Yeah, that nipple is free and clear. Free the nips.
You watching along on YouTube got that on the house.
Oh,
and I'm also here, the most professional wrestler, TNA wrestling star, and the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, Brian Myers. What's up, everybody?
I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. And tonight, or on Friday, if you're listening early, I will be handcuffed to a ring in Texas for the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, so check that out if you can. But this show is brought to you by our good friends, Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%.
I finally got him. I'll talk about it later in weekly purchases if you're watching on YouTube on Saturday morning.
Used code Major and built himself a damn Nicholas, man.
I got one half of the greatest tag team champions of all time.
Did you get two for a Canicholas?
No, I did not.
Like a Nicholas.
But I got Nicholas. Guys,
I legitimately want to make a Canicholas.
Yeah, I'm contemplating the Canicholas.
Follow us.
Because I know Threadheads can make a nice shirt.
Oh, boy.
Really make it pop.
Oh, it'd be great.
Yeah.
He's a little too short, but it'd be great. You think so? You don't think so?
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that Nicholas goes up to like the Mattel's waist, right?
Yeah,
Knick is not up to our waist. Poor guy.
Follow us on X. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on YouTube at Major WPod. We're trying to grow that social media, guys. Give us a follow. Tell us what you want to see on our social media. We've been posting all bone-crunching pictures all month long. We've been posting some holiday pictures all month long. We're going to post some live show pictures all month long. What else do you want to see on our social media?
Bone-crunching pictures to get you boned up for that episode.
It's working.
Right,
people, the responses
People
on
are
social
pumped.
media.
People are pumped.
That ring, we posted the ring last week. There was a lot of people either saying they loved it or they hated it.
There is no in between, I think.
There is no in
that
between.
Yeah.
There is no in between. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcast and leave a review, but not just any review. A major review.
There was a great one. I hope you picked it.
Well, if we read your review on air, we'll send you a prize. I hope it's the review you're talking about, Mark. It might not be. D. Chenderson336. This podcast has helped me get through the toughest and darkest days of my life. My wife and I listened to the pod and grew our collection substantially because of it. Earlier this year, I unfortunately became a widower. Going through the days after that happened, I was able to finally smile again when listening to the pod. The laughs, stories, and awesome friendship you guys have made it a little easier to smile every day. This pod is so much more than a wrestling figure podcast. It is a family. # scratch that figure rich. Well, Dustin Henderson, man, what a review.
Way better than the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Truly humbling.
Yeah. Sorry for your
sorry
loss.
for your loss,
and thank
for
you for listening with us each and every week. And I'm glad we could help in any way that we could. So,
yes, thank you very much for the support.
Keep on listening, man. The giveaway every week, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles. All you got to do is find the pinned post on X and repost it to be eligible. Last week, the prize was that AEW Mystery Box. The winner of the AEW Mystery Box is...
It's an unreal prize, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like $75 to your doorstep. Maybe more if you get
Guaranteed
is.
chase.
a chase that's a tough one.
Yeah, if you get a bunny,
What's that?
you could get a bunny in that.
People
mean,
got
yeah,
other
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
Crazier stuff, yeah.
Winner at Titan Forever 2488. You win. And the giveaway this week is the Defining Moments Man Card with those thumbtacks in the back.
Love it.
Great figure.
Fronter. I just reorganized my elites. We'll talk about it later in the show. He's a fronter.
And I don't think we talked about it last week on the pod. When we were at Ringside for the toy drive, we saw that upcoming Mick Foley 3-pack.
Oh, yeah.
We saw how
Gorgeous.
beautiful it is.
In
We saw-
our hands.
In our hands, we saw all the individual packages. It was all individual figures that all look great on their own, but then you could put them in. And it's actually Leo Sparrow who made the realization that you could change the order if you want to make it go cactus,
right. Yeah.
dude, mankind, or cactus, mankind, dude, or dude, cactus, whatever you want. You could change that
Yeah,
order.
I missed him say that. That's a great point.
Yeah, you can make it whatever you want.
Cool.
All right. MajorMarks.com, Patreon.com/MajorDoitPod, the fan club, the subscription service, the community. Every week we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we got, Mark?
All right, this week, first time in the line, Sean Likens came in hot with an ultimate
Welcome aboard,
subscription.
Sean.
And the classic superstar, John Orlandella.
Whoa.
Sean
Guys.
Likens, by the way, could be in this stream right now. Came
Guys.
in,
It's one of the
Could be
perks.
One of the perks of MajorMarks.com, if you're an ultimate member, you get to watch the podcast live, chat with us, interact. It's the greatest thing going. Of course, you got the Facebook group. You have all the bonus pods. We have the 2 bonus pods up already. We just filmed one. It's Jingle All the Way. Us 3, Captain Joe Shoes, D Freedom. We all watched Jingle All the Way. We broke it down. We analyzed the figures. We analyzed the movies. Oh,
he's here.
Vampire Radio. That's me. Woo!
Let's go, baby.
That's cool,
perfect.
man.
That's how you do it.
The other bonus is kind of interesting. So SDL, my heater, she has her own podcast.
Yeah, 'cause I don't even understand this. You got to explain this to me,
Okay.
pal.
She has her own podcast. It's called That's Cooked. Okay. She wanted me to be the guest on the debut edition, and I was honored. And then the podcast came out, and I realized I wasn't the first guest. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll be the second guest. I realized I wasn't the second guest. I said, SDL, what the fuck? She's like, oh, yeah, I didn't like it, so I'm not going to air it. I said, wait a minute, you're not going to air it? I fucking gave you an hour on my fucking schedule?
Yeah, what
You're
is
not
that
going to
like?
air it? So I said, wait a minute. I'm going to use it then for our MajorMarks.com exclusive, the pilot
Wow.
to SDL's That's
I
Cooked,
didn't
the
realize
pilot
that.
episode.
It's like a forbidden treasure then. That's
Yes,
great.
yes, it's never before seen.
Never before aired.
I
never
thought you were
before
just
listened.
out of the kindness, Broski.
Well,
I'm being honest. I thought out of the kindness of your heart, you sat down to
Come
like
on,
teach her
Mark.
the ways, let her, practice podcast.
like a dry run?
Come on, your name's Mark, but don't be a Mark. Jeez, you thought Broski was doing something kind?
Not for that price, pal. So anyway, we're going to have it. If it's not already there, it should be there by the time you listen to this on Major Marks.
It's up there. The
.com.
SDL is up there already as we speak, even early, and the Jingle All the Way. Well, I'm going to get that to you. And it's already up if you're listening on Friday. So
Oh,
Perfect.
definitely.
Also,
sure.
guys, the card for the Heart Foundation and up, we announced it last week. It is.
we announced the rest of the year last week by
But we
accident.
bleeped them. We bleeped them.
I believe them, thank God.
So
Some people really
November-
enjoyed that segment, by the way. I got a lot of
yeah.
feedback
Great
on
segment.
November will be the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
Yeah, it should be going out. Like we ran out of envelopes. We just got them in. So
Okay. And I don't have Moose yet, Mark.
you don't?
I don't. Huh. Okay.
Tim sent all of them together.
Okay.
Moose
Well-
and Walking Weapon. Do you have Walking Weapon?
I don't
I
have
got
one
them all.
weapon.
I got them all like a while ago. I've actually even distributed them to the talent. Their base cards.
Oh, geez.
Yes, you got extra to give to the talent.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, December, it's going to be Mans Warner, SDL's boyfriend who
Kiss cards instead of autographs?
Man's warmer kiss card
Kiss cards instead of autographs.
shit. I mean, you
That'd be
never
great.
know. You never know.
with DSL, SDL, or whatever the hell, lipstick, lip gloss.
Promotion.
That's right.
Realism.
So, we also have
That'd be
the other podcast, my mini Let Him Breathe, Mark Silver Lining, Figure Dissecting with D Freedom, the Captain's Log with Joe Shoes. Joe Shoes had on. Who do you have on this month in November? What is that
Kyle
for
Peterson, but that's
Big-
going up tomorrow as well.
Big get.
Oh,
a
for
big
December.
turnout.
A December Kyle Peterson.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And you have first of all, Kyle Peterson, he's just killing it. He does great stuff, great unboxings. He's definitely someone to watch. That's a great interview. And Mark, you have Baby, he's happy hour. What's the topic in December? Do you know yet?
So what we kind of decided to do is to go back and forth. So 1 month we're going to do a full Q&A, and then the next month we'll do a topic deep dive. So last month it just went up like a week and a half ago. It was an entire deep dive on the beginning of the Nexus. Okay, that whole angle, that first night, the first feuds into that Survivor Series or the SummerSlam main event match. And so this month for December we'll be taking just any question. Ask Keith anything. Hopefully we'll talk holidays. It'll be a great time.
Cool.
All right, awesome. Anything else for MajorMarks.com?
Nope. We're killing it. That's what's at MajorMarks.com. We're killing it.
The way to be all in on this podcast, MajorMarks.com.
Absolutely killing it. Guys, follow up. This week I went to MLW on a Thursday booking. I think that's why I lost. I wasn't ready for a Thursday booking.
You're used to it.
Melrose Ballroom.
Always ready, not Thursday.
I took on Alex Kane for the MLW title, and I lost.
Damn, dude.
Fair and square. I tapped.
Couldn't add another one to your collection, man?
I tapped.
Tapped out.
I tapped out.
What's his finish?
It's a choke. I think it's a choke. It's really an illegal maneuver.
What is this, Kurt Angle Taz all over again?
That's what illegal? I think. Then Saturday, I went to Los Angeles. GCW sold out. I know.
Best locker room in the biz.
We hate the Ukrainian Cultural Center locker room. It's in a fucking alley.
I cannot believe you wore that gear there, that robe, and that's the situation beforehand.
Like, that's what makes me in GCW, me in GCW.
I guess.
I agree with Broski.
Yeah.
Blows everyone else out of the water, not even just by a little bit, by all of it.
Yeah.
By a million.
God, just everything about that must have sucked. Pain in the ass.
Horrible.
No room.
Yes.
Can't warm up.
I like that you admit it was horrible.
Oh, yeah. So the robe I wore was more of a cape, very similar to the Macho Man cape in the famous LJN commercial where he opens it up and he's got the Macho Man LJNs. Oh, look at that. But it was me with my big rubber guys. This was the heaviest entrance thing I've ever had in my life.
Oh, yeah, that too, huh?
So awkward to walk. I could not get in the ring without ring steps, so I needed Steph to take a chair from someone in the front row and make makeshift steps.
What a heater.
Because I couldn't get in.
What a good heater to do something like that for you.
I think I'm going to, for the future, take these things off because I can't travel with it. It weighs too much. It's like,
how many total is that?
It's 20.
That's insane. It's insane.
Yeah. So
you also made your big rubber guy more valuable because you destroyed 20 of them.
That's right.
From already low number of.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Well, now he's going to sell the signed ones from his gear at some point.
Oh, look at that.
But I'm talking about the actual mint on card one is definitely
right.
A couple are deceased now.
Yeah. So did SDL have her bendies on her little jacket there?
No, she did not. But you know who we did have is our partner. My new broski, Jimmy Lloyd. I'm making him over. Look at that. The one-legged tights.
Oh, my God.
The new logo, the headband. And Jimmy Lloyd, he didn't want to help me win last night, but he did it. He did the right thing. Jimmy Lloyd, we are broskies then, now, forever. Look how toyetic Jimmy Lloyd looks. He even shaved his leg for me.
Good Lord.
He even shaved his leg.
Shaved his leg.
That's right.
I guarantee you only saved the one leg.
Yeah, there's no way he shaved both legs.
But that is it for me. I'm taking off for the rest of the month. I'm off, baby.
Bro, you've said some great things very recently. Yeah. A couple weeks ago, you couldn't do boozing early or late because you wanted to hang out with your wife. I said, great excuse.
Yeah.
And now you're taking off for the holidays for the first time since I've known you. Great job, buddy. Live your life.
Nothing good happens over the holidays on the indies. You know what I'm saying? It's just like only Joey Janela works New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing happens that's worth doing.
To be honest, the Northeast, in the Northeast, New England, they have that big. There's a gigantic.
There's tons of shows, but like, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying?
Weekend.
When's your for this coming weekend, Brian?
Yeah, Thursday, Creator Pro, a free show. It's probably the tickets get reserved, so probably gone. But Chris Chetty, ECW original, coming out of retirement after 10 years.
Holy cow.
To tag with yours truly at Creator Pro against Leo Sparrow. And the next day, I'm making my ICW debut, taking on Danny DeMonto for the first time in a singles match. And then the next
First of all, I don't believe that's happening. I've seen Brian Myers versus Danny DeMonto. It was supposed to happen 15 times.
He's going to back out of his own show and his own match. I hope so. We'll see what happens.
He's scared.
And then the following day, I'm going to my home away from home, the famous ECW arena, for a signing in
Oh, sweet.
Philadelphia. All Saturday.
What's the signing?
I forgot. All superstars. It's at the arena all day Saturday.
You're not doing the actual show?
No. I'm going out with my wife at night. I'm coming right back.
But this week you had the last ever Impact show, right?
And this weekend, the last ever Impact Wrestling show. I am now officially a TNA star. But me and Eddie Edwards, man, matching gear, tearing down the house with ABC, and then those little flippy doodah sons of bitches duped this guy, and he got hard-weighed. Hard-weighed had a huge gusher, and we lost.
Wait, you wore capri pants to match him?
No, colors, matching colors. Come on.
Oh, okay. You wearing capri pants and a tee would be great.
I love that.
I didn't do anything this weekend. Actually, just family Christmas stuff. Because the weird AEW schedule, they recorded most of the stuff in Montreal earlier in the week, and because of the toy drive, I had it off. So I have actually had a little mini vacation, like a full 14 days straight, and then
That's awesome.
I'll be back in. I still got a couple more AEW shots for the year. I got Texas this week, big loop with the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, and then Collision, and then back to Texas right before Christmas. But
how about that son of a bitch Okada coming for me? It's Super
Bro.
7 heat.
you just casually
Super
wrestling
7
Okada?
Super 7 heat, man. He's got to get the rub. He knows how many more units me and Matt moved, and he's pissed about it.
How many Okada figures are you going to bring to TNA to get them to sign for whatnot?
I'm not gonna lie. Full transparency. I already looked. That figure unsigned is hundreds of dollars. So like, none.
Really?
Yeah, I was blown away. Yeah, Series 1 has risen like, except Ishii. Really, the other three are pretty 100+.
Really? That's weird.
I know. Because Ospreay is a big star. It's his only figure.
So is Ichi. I guess
Not to the level of the other three, right?
I guess in
No
America.
offense, Tanahashi. No
Yeah,
comment.
AEW really pushed Ishii for a while.
And those figures, and we've talked about it here a million times. Those bad photos came out. They got that bad rep. So many people didn't even
actually
give them a chance.
great figures.
And they're friggin' awesome when you get them. They're incredible, all four of them. So if you know, you know.
Yeah.
All right, some follow-up. Listen, last week was the toy drive, and check out the episode. Such a fun episode if you didn't check it out.
Guys,
We killed it.
It was fantastic. And you tell us, because obviously we want your feedback and we go off of that stuff. And the idea behind this one was like, okay, we've done a meet and greet, we've done shows. What if we do a live recording? The idea was just to do something different for once.
Yes.
But it was so different and such a great evening, and honestly, so much less stress and work and us pulling favors from people, to do charity, that this might be just what it is going forward.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
But we'll see. But
great.
we'd love to hear from you guys because we felt great about it. We thought the episode was incredible. We thought the day was incredible. I mean, it just all felt really great.
Yeah, over $30,000 worth of wrestling figures donated by you guys. So thank you very much. Thank you, Ringside.
4,000 wrestling figures.
Wildcat Belts, they donated the belt to the winner, but we didn't mention on the pod, they donated $7,000 worth of
Replica
toy belts.
Toy belts, yep.
Super
So-
cool. I put those belts on the truck. There were so many of them. It was great.
The awkward square box.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
great
not very
episode.
stackable.
Yeah, not easy when you're moving at a fast pace and donating.
Yes.
But yeah,
And we got a
appreciate it,
we got a
obviously.
vlog coming, so you
Yep.
can see what goes on behind the scenes. So check that out on our YouTube channel.
I don't know how, dude. I rewatched it a couple times. I showed my kids; they were dying. That bump that Leo Sparrow took was freaking awesome. Like how that didn't go like borderline viral is like
I don't
it was
think
very
the video,
majestic.
I don't think the video
Does it
shows.
justice?
Yeah, it does it justice. Shows how high it was.
it was incredible.
Yeah.
And then he admitted to me when I saw my grade, but he was like kind of shook that like he wasn't gonna be able to get out. I mean, it took like 3 people to find him.
Oh,
Yeah.
buried in boxes.
And it was.
He would have had to just swim out or something, like literally swim.
Yeah, you gotta like
Damn.
move it.
Some other follow up, guys. The Ghostbusters trap and PKE meter, beyond backed, right? But all tiers, fully unlocked. And I think there's still time left, which is nuts. Wow. That's how you do. Mark, can you look up exactly the deal on that?
Base is what that is what has me thinking.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters trap PKE meter. Look at that right there, Mark. Can you read? I can't see your screen. Is that D? I can't. It was $299.99. There's still some time left. Fully backed. How many backers? I can't read that.
20,000.
Bro, so
20,000?
your house is going to be so safe with that.
I know.
21,000
Really so
and the target was 10.
Oh, wow.
So double.
Damn. See,
Wild.
so I don't think crowdfunding is necessarily dead. I think the wrestling space just wasn't ready for it or don't want a big giant thing in their collection.
Or I think it was that WCW is a little niche.
Well, hopefully we get something else down the line. We'll see. Also, follow up. Johnny Gargano finding his fig in the store. Not only did he autograph it, but he bought it, attached like the receipt, and he has a Posca paint pen. So I love that.
Everything about that, wonderful. Right?
Imagine how much that would have looked nicer though if you could see the legs of the figure though.
It actually looks nice. Yeah.
It looks
okay.
fine.
It looks fine.
The packaging is awkward. We've discussed.
All right,
Not ideal.
This is a weird follow up. Brian, do you remember back in the day, the Jack's Ruthless Aggression? I believe it was the first ever Paul Heyman figure, and it came shipped loose.
Yes. Well, no, it's in the blister or whatever. It's not. There's not packaging. Yeah.
Well, Ted Bolduck, our major mark, found a sealed case of them in the box. In the box, because it was a wrestling superstore exclusive, but the box said Ringside Collectibles.
I mean, we have a friend named John that could probably tell us the origins of all this.
That's exactly what happened, because the photos are online. He posted it in our group today, and I'm like, I need to get one of these.
I would love. There's no photo for reference.
I mean, I sent it to you guys earlier. I guess nobody posted it in here, but we have it. If someone can pull it up quick, maybe I can get it on my phone and then.
So they were that's like similar to the Taz and the towel. Like they opened them and okay, cool.
See, there it is. So it just says Ringside Collectibles, very, very small on the box. But if I was Wrestling Superstore, I wouldn't want to sell something that said Ringside Collectibles or vice versa.
Someone else's product,
you know?
Yeah.
So the way it's actually shipped, it's like no box, just in the blister.
What a wild compromise. But I guess that's the fastest way to just like, right?
Yeah, so look, he has he found a whole case of them.
Wild.
So
That's really cool.
I love that all these years later, things are popping up. I think that's the most fun for me about this wrestling figure community. Is,
of course.
Is people finding all this weird stuff. So, any other follow-up from you guys?
I had something I wanted to to bring up a little discussion point. There's a possibility that this goes negative, but this was posted on our episode 2 weeks ago, and I told you guys I wanted to bring it up, but last week I did not want to bring it up. We were talking 2 weeks ago about the price of autographs. We were talking about autographs. We were talking about signing things. We were talking about in our long running conversation about signing at the airport versus signing at the line. Blah blah blah. And Broski told the story a little while ago. When he was in the UK and somebody was really mad at him for charging for autographs at all. Right. So there are a lot of people out there that don't understand the charging for autographs thing at all. So I don't want this to be a flame war. I don't want to read this comment from this guy and shit on him for his whatever. I don't want to bully him, but I would like to just sort of explain a little bit because he wrote it intelligently. And I would just like to talk about the sort of wrongness of it, right? Okay, so he says, David Hanley says, firstly, love the content. Genuine question. Do you really charge $40 for an autograph? I understand making money on merchandise. That's a business transaction. But $40 just to sign something? The fans put celebrities into a position where they are idolized, and it's simply not fair to charge to put your name on something, especially $40. Remember who put you in that position in the first place, the fans, and of course your own hard work. I've been to hundreds of shows over the years, and the top guys always sign things like programs for free if you ask them. I really like your work, pal, but it's not cool charging people to sign stuff.
Well, listen, if you see me at Walmart,
to where all the top guys sign all this stuff.
It must have been for that thing. Must have been an indie. That must be an indie because look. Totally honest, you can go to a lot of those indies that people just sign whatever.
Sure. My first thing was, if I'm not just charging for an autograph on the streets, it's in a setting where it's expected.
Right.
That's the first thing.
Yes, exactly. I wanted to mention that.
I don't know. He's not going to I mean, listen, I can't speak for him, but is he going to Raw or SmackDown and getting all these autographs? Like, when is he meeting these guys? Like in the parking lot? Like, then of course they're not going to charge. Of course they'll come over to the fence and stuff. We did that all the time.
Also,
in
it could have been
WWE.
like an access, right?
That's like
Access
being a
you guys
baseball
don't
player. But
charge.
you pay to get into access, dummy.
Right.
That's like
Right.
So there are situations in the WWE specifically where you guys are paid to be there to sign anybody's thing, and it's like there's restrictions and they pay
Right.
to
Right.
get
Like
in.
an
or whatever.
access situation. Sure.
Yes, but go ahead.
what's this
Brian.
guy's name?
David.
David. So herein lies the problem. David wants Matt's autograph. Matt does not want David's autograph.
Right.
End of story.
Right.
Am I right?
And when
End of story.
Matt, it's not so okay. He commented that before I move forward. He commented that and then he edited it completely and changed the entire comment to this. And this actually goes to you, Brian. So the same thing. He edited the post to say, Brian, you said the point of a convention is to sell autographs. Isn't the main point to allow fans to meet their heroes and for the celebrities to give back to the fans and show some appreciation for their support? If you go into it with an attitude that it's all about money, the fans then come second. Just
What
out
is
of
going
interest, do you
This is
pay
like a,
other wrestlers for their signature when you get your
Participation
figure signed?
trophy.
I mean,
Ideology,
if
right? Like-
I guess part of me can understand where he's coming from.
But he doesn't know everyone's situation. Like at WrestleCade, we paid for our table to be there.
Right.
So why on earth
course we
would
love
people be
meeting the
entitled to free
fans.
autograph? I don't even understand.
Well, hold on a second. Let me just finish
this.
this.
Business, though.
Matt, the story you told about the fan balking at the $40 charge for an autograph really hit home. What happens if he was your biggest fan and couldn't afford that, and now his memory of you will forever be negative? If I were a celebrity, so long as I covered my costs, but you're not, buddy, autographs would always be free. I'd appreciate the fan who made me living the dream possible. But here's the thing. This is very important. We will meet fans for free. People wait in the line to come up, have a chit-chat, little handshake.
I went to
Sure.
a card show today. I met 20 fans that stopped me. Different people.
How you
talk,
doing?
Conversations.
You can come over
pictures.
and say hello.
But I
Nice
was
to
a
meet you.
civilian walking around something in real life. Not
No,
Yes.
but even if someone came up to us at WrestleCon, hey, just want to say, hey, big fan.
Damn,
loved your-
all the
I
time,
s-
dude.
No,
All
yeah,
the
that's
time.
fine.
We had drinks on the boat the entire weekend with fans. It didn't matter. Like, you never want to have a bad situation. See somebody sees us at Target. Hello, what's up? How's it going?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I understand
And that-
where you're coming from. Part of me does, but also, I guess you're not really understanding that this is a business. That how we pay our bills, feed our families.
That's like me
collect money,
going to
whatever.
your job and saying, "Oh, but I'm a big fan of yours. Can you give me what I need from Target for free?" If you're working at Target, like, it doesn't work like that.
But
Yeah,
also, you're giving them value. So in a day, okay, back in the day, you saw fucking some baseball player in 1970. You're like, will you sign this fucking napkin? And they're like, all right, sign a napkin. But
Yeah.
now, if Broski puts his fucking name on that
I mean,
figure,
that's a whole other argument, which I didn't even think of.
I ran into Tom Seaver at a goddamn hotel when I was a kid. He flat out told me no, like for an autograph.
right?
I mean, I was probably 13. I probably looked older, but he just flat out told me no. Like, no, I can't. Like, you're like, my autograph is too valuable.
No, see, if I was at a hotel and it was a genuine fan coming up to me, and I can tell, right? Unless you dupe me, maybe you could trick me thinking you're real and you're not. I'll sign it, no problem. Airports, when you're coming with these figures and 8x10s, fuck off. Not going to do it.
And
Right.
back to that. Okay, so Matt Cardona is your hero. You go up to him at WrestleCade and you say, "Oh, I'd love to have your autograph." He says $40. You go, "Oh wow, I don't have that money," and you just walk away. That's what you did. That's on you. But
Right.
if you said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Matt, I can't afford that, but I just wanted to tell you, your YouTube show changed my life, and I've been a big fan of yours," and you shake his hand, you can
Yeah.
do that too.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and have a great interaction with
So,
them.
Yes.
so fuck off.
Tell him a
It has
story that you
nothing to
always
do with
wanted
money.
to tell.
It has nothing to do with money, and that
Yes.
trust me, that happens all the fucking time. Both
that-
both versions of that.
That's
happen
my
all the time.
hang up with this.
Yeah,
Because
That's on
it has
you,
nothing
not
to
on
do with
us.
the interaction or your relationship as a fan and a performer. You're talking about a name on a piece of paper which is literally cash. Broski puts the name of himself on the action figure and raises the value of that action figure and hands it to somebody, right? So he's
doesn't need to
in
be
essence
proven,
handing the fan money, not even just writing his name on a piece of paper. He's handing him $40
But also,
or
kinda to
20 or
Brian's
whatever the
point,
value is.
when we're in a convention setting or a meet and greet setting, a gimmick table setting.
Yeah, that's
The job at that particular time, right? The purpose of that situation is to make money. Of course, I love interacting with the fans, but whatever your job is, sir, that's like if I went to your job and asked you to perform that act for
that's
free.
like going to a restaurant and having a meal, and then when they bring you the bill, people go, "Oh no, I thought it'd be free because I really admire you."
I think you're a great chef. I'd like the meal for free.
Yeah, like that doesn't.
What? What?
Also, theoretically, there are situations where we've bet on ourselves completely. For example, when we went to Toyhayo, we were not paid to go to Toyhayo. We bought that and bet on
First of all,
ourselves.
We do it all the
Mark,
time.
9 times out of 10, that's the situation.
Exactly. So
Fly ourselves in, put ourselves
That's a
up,
whole other story.
buy the
That's just
table.
we don't want vendors having anything to do with our money or what.
Right.
but there is a reality where if shit went bad,
Right.
there could have been
Could
a
be
giant
bad.
line of
Yeah.
people just to say hi, and we would have lost money.
Yeah, and
I'm
and
worried about the convention I'm doing Saturday. I messaged the promoter like, "Where are the rest of the people for this?" Because it's like not popping off like normal. Like,
And I understand what he's saying, like, oh, you could charge for merchandise, but you can charge for autographs. Sir, like, that's just your opinion. And I respectfully disagree with you 100%.
The autograph has become a merchandise item
it's
over the last.
undisputable.
Somebody
Mark,
said-
I would
Go on eBay.
Mark, I would
eBay. It's
argue
undisputable.
the autograph is the number one item, if
Yes,
not
that-
the picture.
that and the picture,
And then,
yeah.
and then the same people will say, well, you're taking pictures for money?
right.
It's an item. You know,
yeah.
I understand if you don't like that, or if you can't afford that, or you don't want to pay that. I understand that, but this is how we live our lives. This is how we pay our bills. I'm sorry, that's just it. If you're going to meet the Undertaker at the big event, you're paying, pal, a lot more money
Yeah,
than this to pay
$400
me.
combo, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's just how
$40
it
for
is.
those keys. It's not that bad.
And for you to make it seem like everyone at WrestleCon or WrestleCade is not charging, I'm the only one, something like that is asinine.
Yeah, we're in the
Maybe that
biz.
was,
We know.
the
We know.
fan appreciation event or something.
Here's a true story, and I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. I was just at Blizzard Brawl, right? And typically what I do is I like to see what everyone else is charging, and then I make my price. But I didn't have time. I was rushing, so I just set my price, right? I sent $30 for a photo, $30 for an autograph, okay? My line was busy. I was making a lot of money. It doesn't matter. But Sandman was there, and I wanted to get a Major Bendy's box or bubble signed by Sandman for an exclusive figure we have, but I couldn't leave the line, and Sandman doesn't really know who I am, so I wasn't gonna go and try to get it for free. So I was gonna send Mike Durbin over to go get him. I'll gladly pay. I said, how much is it? It was more than mine. More than my autograph.
Wow, good for
Good for Sandman.
Yeah. He's got new figures out. He's got to charge
That's also a
premium.
situation where undoubtedly a vendor brought him in and he's
Sure,
gambling and needs to make his money.
Of course.
Yeah.
Listen, it is what it is. This is the collectible space. This is the figure business, the sports business, the wrestling business. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. You go to any Comic-Con, you're not meeting,
Especially in that setting is a wild
you're not
thing.
meeting Mark Paul Gosselaar for free. You're just not.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know?
That's the thing. I just wanted to highlight this because I do think that people don't understand that times have changed and the business has changed. And if you don't like the price, keep moving. Johnny JB says, time is money. It's just
Yeah,
like
what?
that's the business. It's the business now. So autographs aren't a free thing.
Oh, Bobby
Mark,
Flay.
that's
I
it.
thought the meal would be free because I'm a big fan of yours. I love all your shows.
Yeah.
Mark, you said that is the business, and whether he agrees or not, that's just what it is. I'm in it, and he's not. So I know.
Back to my original point. He wants your autograph. You don't want his. So
Well, I didn't want
therein
this.
lies the problem.
I didn't want this to be a flame thing. He wrote that intelligently.
and I appreciate.
Yeah, but no. I'm sorry. If you put that on a public thing for everyone to see, that's our brand and our stuff. Now
we
it's open
didn't,
for
we didn't
discussion,
delete
pal.
it. We didn't,
No,
we
I
didn't
wanted to
We
delete
didn't
discuss
delete it.
Yeah.
We didn't delete it. We didn't nothing. Sure.
My
engage
hope
with it.
was
I don't
that
give a fuck.
he.
But we're
My
allowed
hope
to
is
talk
that he
about
could
it.
understand a little bit more about the business.
Sure.
Now
That's a great
He's
conversation
commented
piece.
on our videos a couple times. He clearly watches. He likes our stuff.
and we appreciate him as a fan, and we appreciate
And
his
then,
feedback.
and there's no
opinion,
denying
but-
what he said about the fans do make you, right? But it's
Yeah.
like you're still
But
human. And
but
you gotta
Mark,
draw the
back
line
to what you
somewhere.
said. It's not like he came up and I'm charging $40 for a handshake, and he didn't have it. So he said, "See you later, pal."
It was like, bro, he was like, wait, eye contact, $40.
No,
Get back here. Yeah.
Trust me, there are plenty of times people come over, say what's up, look at the table, say
There's no
something,
value in
and leave.
Broski's eye contact. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, you cannot sell that on eBay or whatnot.
So, interesting debate.
Only DJ Hyde could be so hard to get.
I'm sure there'll be various comments, and it's
Sure,
it is what
it's
it
open for
is.
discussion. I mean, we just said our piece.
Hey, a couple people agreed with him underneath too, so that's
And
part
that's
of it.
fine.
Yeah,
And I
too.
bet he's certainly not going to like the YouTube video I put out on how to make money at the merch table because it probably goes against all of his core values.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's how we make money. That's how we make a living. And selling our photo ops and autographs
Can't believe
is a
people
large
agree
part
with
of
this
that.
guy. I mean, I didn't know people love free stuff. No shit, they agreed with the guy.
I appreciate this comment from Michael. We could probably end it there. Buying autos, merch, or even photos are an extension of supporting our faves. Never seen it as squeezing the fans.
No.
So I appreciate that. And I mean, look, that's the way the Twitch model is. The Twitch is like where.
And I actually don't. I hate that we're talking about this because to me it's like a beautiful thing. It's not something that should be like.
Exactly.
Like I don't.
I
see
never
it,
saw it
I
as
see
a
it as like,
negative.
wow, this person appreciates me that much that they're willing to pay to meet me or get my autograph or take a photograph. Like that's flattering to me, and like I think it's like a real, a beautiful transaction. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like I get the gratitude, they get the experience or whatever they get out of it. Like
And I'm gonna this last thing I'm gonna say. Like I remember. Now listen, I am not on the level of Stone Cold Steve Austin by any means, but I remember the height of 316, 97, Levittown, Tri-County Flea Market. I went to a meet and greet with Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? You could pay for an autograph or pay for a photo or both. I could only had enough money for an autograph. He was so popular, the 8x10s sold out. They sold out of fucking 8x10s. I had to go downstairs, go down the escalator and buy a bootleg t-shirt to get signed by him. But Austin, the line was so long, it was so crazy, he couldn't even look up. It was sign, next item, sign, next item. You come to our table, we're interacting, we're talking. I feel like we give you a great experience. Is there a time? Is there ever an exception? I'm sure there has been, and I'm sorry for that.
Yeah,
I remember
sure.
WrestleMania Access, sign, boom, and like they're just passing it along. Like you couldn't interact with the fans even if you wanted to. Depending on who the liaison was, you couldn't even take like a selfie with them.
I went to a rock book signing at Barnes and Nobles, like the same thing, like 99 or whatever. They are sliding the books in front of him. He's not even looking. Like it's wild. Like maybe because he's signing with his right, he would like kind of give you like a lefty kind of shitty dap if you really tried. And then luckily, like my group of people that I went with was a bunch of guys from high school. Todd Rokas' brother has the Rock logo tattooed in the same exact spot, the Brahma Bull. And he's like, Rock, look, and he's flexing for him. And he looked up and he did like a triple take, and we kind of had some kind of moment with him because he acknowledged something that kind of bizarre almost. He took his shades down and was like, oh crap, that's real.
Right.
That's about it. I mean,
He didn't
that's
say
how-
anything about it.
Not really.
Wow.
And that's like something out of nothing. Just trying. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't even writing he was just writing rock. Like
Wow.
it's wild.
That's not what you get in a major pod line.
God, no.
Well, guys, I mean, if you want to meet the Major Pod, you could do it at Live 18.
Oh, baby, what a transition!
You want to party? Party with the Major Podcast Boys.
Orlando,
Broski
Florida.
will send you home in an Uber.
January 7th. Tin Roof, we're almost sold out. It is a destination. Guys, the VIP tickets include meet and greets with myself, Brian, and Smart Mark. A Major Bendy will be on sale, an exclusive Major Bendy. We have mystery guests, and I promise you, afterwards, they will be charging for their autograph, charging for photo ops.
No way.
And I
The
don't,
audacity.
I don't.
But we're
wanna-
not, guys.
Yeah,
Ours are included in the ticket.
No, if you
Ours
buy
are included in
VIP,
the ticket. Tin Roof has been a great partner. It's our third year in a row. The shows get wilder and wilder. Can you believe it? Our 18th live show. I'm very, very proud of that. I'm excited. It's going to be a 3-day bash. I rented the Airbnb, D-Freedom, Psycho D-Freedom, found an even better Airbnb than I found with all themed rooms for vlogging. It's going to be incredible.
It also has a karaoke bar.
a karaoke area. We're going to have Major Pod concert.
Man,
It's
Shoes is
it's
going to
gonna
be all in.
nuts. But Billy Peck had a great suggestion. Maybe hint at some of the surprise guests. So this is my way of hinting. So besides
great.
us,
Brodsky is the worst hinter on planet Earth.
God.
Remember the
There
Chelsea
may-
card?
Good Lord.
She may or may not be my wife.
Yeah.
there may be, okay, an AEW wrestler not named Smart Mark Sterling.
Oh.
Okay. There may be a WWE Hall of Famer.
Whoa.
There may be a WWE New Generation superstar.
Whoa.
There may be
He
some
put some thought
top.
into this because these aren't shitty.
Yeah,
There
that's
may
pretty
be
good,
some
dude.
top stars of the independent wrestling scene. And of
Oh.
course, there's going to be some familiar major pod family faces. But I think it's a very well-rounded group of guests. You
So
know,
you're saying Jericho, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
the Puma is pissed that Hogan's not going to be there. Or Hogan is
Too close to the holidays.
too close to holidays. And guys, listen, I understand it is kind of close to the holidays. And
Well, technically, it is, actually.
full disclosure, we always do it in January. We usually do a couple of weeks later. But with Impact Hard to Kill, the Jericho Cruise, it was either this weekend or not do it at all. Because if we did it in February, then it would be too close to the Mania show. So it was either this weekend or not do it at all. And honestly, we have the best time ever at Tin Roof. All our fans who come love it. So there's no way we're going to pass this
We
one
don't
up.
need to give you the hard sell for sure.
Well, actually, let me just sell this real quick. Maybe people aren't thinking about this. In the past, people have made it a little destination weekend, right? So the show is on a Sunday. So let me posit this to you, right? You get a little place to stay on a Friday. You come in the afternoon.
Come in on the Friday.
You guys,
You
also,
maybe
it's a
hit
late
Disney
day Friday.
Springs on Friday night.
That's where we're gonna be, but don't come to the
Saturday?
restaurant we're going.
Saturday, you nail a park or two.
or 3.
Just
or
have a
more.
great park day. And then on Sunday, actually you could probably do a park in the morning and then in the early morning, and then you come over to the show at Tin Roof, party with us, and you fly home Monday like nothing ever happened.
But guys, also if you have work Monday, it's a 3 p.m. show, gonna be done by 4:35. You can make that evening flight
still
home.
catch a flight.
You can be at work
Ooh.
Monday morning. There's no
For sure.
excuse, guys.
Yeah, you'll be a little sauced up.
We'd rather you stay and party with us, but yeah.
Oh,
sure
the party
you
is
want to be
guys.
responsible.
We're partying. Like Tin Roof stays open for us. That's why we do these early shows.
I can confirm there is always like an 8:30 flight out of Orlando up to the Northeast, so you could make that Sunday night.
Well, I know for a fact there's a flight because I almost booked one for the WWE Hall of Famer, but he wants to stay.
Ooh, okay,
He
good.
wants to stay.
Coco beware. You heard it here first, folks.
He's a Hall of Famer, but it's not Coco. It's not Coco Beware. I wish it was. That'd be a great guess. All right, guys.
Birdman will be in the house at the Tin Roof.
Are you ready for some news brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Yes.
hell yeah. The Major Pod Network has partnered with our favorite adult beverage, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Everybody needs some liquid courage to make their own weekly purchases. Scratch that figure itch and scratch that PBR itch.
If you're listening to this, you're already a major mark. Now it's time to become a major PBR mark.
Use hashtag MajorPBR and post your pictures and videos of you major marking out with some Paps.
Pabst Blue Ribbon and the Major Pod Network, the tag team champions of the world.
Of the world.
Major PBR. Forever. Pabst Blue Ribbon Major PBR. You know there's going to be some PBRs flowing at the Tin Roof. Use the hashtag Major PBR each and every week.
PBR cowboy hats for the boys, courtesy of Brian Beatty.
Oh, baby.
Going to be very exciting.
The hashtag Major PBR. If we choose your picture or video, we will send you a little prize. I'm trying to find this. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Where is it?
Oh, no.
I
Take a
can't-
pause
Here
for the
it is.
cause.
Here it is. I got it. All right. At Benaz Mo Smith. It's Saturday night. Time for a fight and some hashtag Major PBR. Broski also pictured. Would have gone to see him at hashtag Blizzard Brawl, but I was sick today. Next time at Major Pod. It's just him. I think he's watching AEW Collusion, and it's me, my Major Bendy, and PBR. So we love that. Big news week, guys. Big
Oh, man.
news week. We'll try to speed through it. First of all, guys,
Sorry
right
for that
now-
long conversation.
Yeah, I know.
We had.
Right now, MajorPopMerch.com, the British Bulldogs, Big Rubber Guys, Davey Boy Smith, Dynamite Kid, and Matilda, available for 2 weeks only, Friday, December 8th to Friday, December 22nd. The pre-order is the order, shall I say. These will come individually carded, but they are sold as a set. Dynamite Kid, Davey Boy Smith with Matilda, TTD absolutely nailing the artwork. Brian Beatty nailing the sculpting, if you will, the 3D design, if you will. But these look great. And guys, people are going nuts over the Demolition. Don't sleep on the British Bulldog like you slept on Demolition. The sales are through the roof, but make sure you get them 2 weeks only. And we're trying to do every 2 months. So it is what it is. I'm very excited about these. A lot of people think these are the best ones we've ever done. And I tend to agree.
Yeah.
So
Super fun.
make sure you get those. Also, believe it or not, Knick has a bendy building a brand behind our back on KnicksMerch.com. Available now. Literally, he made this behind our back.
Yeah,
He was like,
literally.
hey, I'm going to make a figure. Oh, that's cool. Then it's in stock. So he must have been planning it for a while.
Oh,
But
man.
it looks
Completely.
awesome. I can't wait to get it. The card back looks great. Knick, he busts his ass for not just for us, but for all you guys too behind the scenes. Get this figure to support this man. It's an awesome
He's actually
figure.
a psychopath how hard he works.
Very, very hard
He's a big
worker.
rubber
I
guy,
absolutely love it. So cool. So make sure you get this KnicksMerch.com.
Also, something I don't even know if we've ever really talked about this. We gave props to TTD following sort of his dream, left his shoot job. We told that story on the podcast. A lot of people might not know Knick is working full time for his own companies. He's really pushing towards his own company's desires, the things that he wants to do in this world, and we support him on that.
Major Bendy's brand doing the next level.
Well, I guess
totally.
we'll pull the curtain back all the way. Fuck it, we were halfway there. Might as well go. We can't be half pregnant, right? Like
Can't be half pregnant.
Major Bendy's is now its own company, separate from the Major Wrestler podcast. Is it co-owned? Because there's three of us, but me, Brian, and Knick.
Yeah.
So it's a separate company from the Major Wrestler podcast. That's how successful you guys have made this toy brand and toy line, and we thank you guys so much. And in 2024, we have a lot of great plans to, maybe expand past just wrestling figures. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's talk about this.
Could be my wife.
What?
No, it was just your bad hints.
Oh, a bad hint. Yeah.
All right.
She may or may not be someone who lives in my house.
All right. Can we talk about this Danhausen doll thing? Can anyone just... I'm not quite sure what it is. Handmade by
People are
robots.
going
It's very
nuts about
cute.
this, though,
Well,
right?
it's very cool. It's very topical. If you pick one wrestler for something like this, I would say it'd be Danhausen. So really,
a
really
merch
cool. And
machine.
Toyetic, he's a merch
be
machine.
stopped.
Reserve yours now, handmade by robots. I dig it.
That's pretty cool.
I like
adorable.
it. I like it a lot.
Very cute.
What about...
Even though he's an asshole.
We've been talking about this ever since I got that Nick Gage Macrono 2 back. Bell to Bell, Ringside Collectibles launching their own toy line, Remco style, Major Pod figure style. We have Danhausen right here, soft goods pants. He has the soft goods cape, the bag of money, the jar of teeth. The pants come off. You can undress your Danhausen.
Ooh,
And he's
thank God those
of.
pants come off. He looks so much better without the pants.
I do like it better without the pants, but I see what they were doing with the
Honestly,
Remco
'cause
style.
It's a love letter to the Remcos.
Yeah, I like it.
Just look at it as it's a Danhausen that comes with free pajama pants.
I like them on card as well. The artwork is very, very unique. So
Yes.
what I like about these is, they're on an actual card and bubble, which is very, very cool.
Yep.
So
And I saw these in person and kind of played with them a little bit, like Lucy's
Really?
samples. Yeah.
so these are coming any day now, you think?
I would speculate, yes. They're coming in sooner than later.
And
These rule. LOD,
what a rush.
removable shoulder
LOD.
pads. The WWF red style that most people know and love.
Now these guys don't have soft good pants, just painted pants.
Just painted tight, which looks
Now,
great. Road
yeah,
Warrior
I
on
think-
the waistband.
I love these. They look incredible. These go great with, like I said, your major pod figures, your AWA Remcos, your WWE superstars.
I just
So,
really want to put that shoulder pad on Smart Mark Sterling. Just so bad. Just
Do,
just to like complete a lifelong
WrestleMania
goal.
13 entrance. I can pretend you're Ahmed.
Yes.
I absolutely love that. That's so cool. Next up, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers. This is my personal favorite. Got the Michigan style soft goods jacket, the toyetic singlets.
These are also my favorite, and I saw these in person. I can tell you, and now I can see it. So the jacket has two kinds of like material. Like you see, like the navy is like a more soft, and then like the sleeves are made more out of that like material that like the Cody Ultimate jacket
with a shine.
Yeah, it's
like
great.
a true varsity jacket would.
Yes,
right?
it's
That's
like
awesome.
two-tone.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah,
Cool.
And there's variants of the Steiner brothers in alternate outfits. Even the
and
jacket
you can
is
see
different.
that jacket's the same way. If you could look, stare at that white, it's got that different material. Yeah.
You know, people were speculating like how Ringside's doing. Danhausen, the Steiner, like these contracts were signed before the AEW and WWE Legends deals were made. So that's how they're
Working
doing
in
that.
silence, Mitch.
Danhausen has an
silent,
AEW
Mitch.
Legends deal?
No AEW deal and WWE Legends deal.
Yeah.
He's got an ROH Legends deal.
Yeah, that's
Also-
true. He does. He does.
That's right, he does. Big pop. Scott Steiner,
I didn't see this. Sean showed us these the other night, and I did not see this.
big
I wanna
pop. Scott
see-
Steiner.
I want to see what's under that singlet. Does he have something like Danhausen style, like bikers?
He might just have some underwear. I'm not quite sure, but I dig it. You know,
All
like
I
it.
know, guys, is in a couple months, Smart Mark Sterling is going to be wearing a chainmail headpiece, sunglasses,
LOD,
and LOD shoulder
spikes.
pads.
Buy these figures so you can make your Smart Mark more toyetic. Folks.
Yeah.
Well, I think
That's
the
pitch.
sunglasses is molded on to that one Steiner head.
Let me see.
Oh, really?
No,
Is it not?
Look, there's this one right there. The glasses and chainmail come off.
No, I thought that's a different head.
Well, that's a different head. Huh.
Oh, because the mouth is shut. Oh, shoot, I didn't even put that together. Yeah, so that's just. Yeah, so what does it matter? That's awesome.
No, is it removable
Well,
glasses?
now I
or
can't put it
molded?
on
Is
Smart
that
Mark
what I'm
Sterling,
asking?
so come on.
I can't quite tell. We'll find out soon.
Hey,
It'll be
but
in
if you
stock
have a
very soon.
completely alternate, it doesn't even matter. Is what I'm
No,
saying.
but Mark was saying he wanted to take the glasses.
Got you. So Mark's joke just doesn't. Yeah,
Doesn't
Yeah, it
work.
doesn't work.
work.
I'm
Gotcha.
upset.
So, and then you can pre-order right now the Matt Cardona and the Nick Gage. So it's pretty cool that I'm in the same
And
toy
you
line.
can get, I mean, if you want to go all in on these, the major pod exclusive and the Brian and Matt are unbelievably low in a Black Friday 3.0 sale. You can really
pick
load up.
those up today.
What were you going to say? It's pretty cool you're in the same toy line as what?
As Big Pop Pop.
Well, you've been in the same toy line as Big Pop Pump like 6 times.
Nope,
Right?
not once.
Never.
Mattel?
Well, I guess we're both in the
He's
elite
got a Mattel.
lineup.
And then elite, but I mean, at the same time, no. Yes, seriously.
Yeah. All right, Swerve with his micro brawler coming soon. I love that they keep banging out these micro brawlers. And you know what I was so impressed with? That AEW got those Ethan Page and those Ty Contis out. So they're in stock already. I didn't realize
Really, I didn't know that.
that.
Okay,
People were getting them. I thought they were like pre-order style.
Oh, cool.
So get your Swerve. He's a great dude. And
Swerve's on a roll, baby.
He's on a roll. He's got that buzz. This is very interesting. The Headbangers, they finally got some WWE merch.
It's a good sign.
There was also some Dudley Boys t-shirt, very similar. Listen, it's not the best shirt out there, I'll tell you that, but it's better than nothing.
It's
And
all that I'm saying is a good sign, right? Like good sign.
very, very good sign that
It's nice to
figures
see new
could be on the
talent,
way.
right? You know, I feel like we just see the same stuff over and over. It was nice to see some new
I'm
talent.
loving these Headbangers. I can't wait to get figures. Maybe at Access we'll see some figures. That'd be my hope.
That would be great. Man, Access could be big for some new reveals, huh?
Would you
Or
want?
whatever it is.
let's-
it's not
let's-
Access anymore. What is it?
Oh yeah, whatever it is. Fantasy book? Would you want like rubber skirts or soft goods?
Considering I got that Piper George Steele this week, I think that soft goods could work.
Okay.
Ah man, but I don't like if it's the shirts are softer than that's
Yeah,
maybe rubber.
it's too soft, right?
Maybe rubber then. Yeah, because I don't want double soft because that becomes a doll to me.
Unless the shirts are painted, which I'm fine with.
Not against that either. Yeah, actually, I'm totally fine with that.
I'm fine with painted shirts and soft goods skirts.
You got it. Boom. There's the compromise.
Foco Hulk Hogan. This is really cool. The Sports Illustrated edition.
I like
Man,
that.
Foco does some out of 100.
How? I mean, that's awesome.
That's so cool.
I mean, dude, that's like an instant sellout.
like that's something
His
I
fan
think I want to
base.
get.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be instant.
And it's got the iconic cover in the back. He's in the pose. That's just an incredible piece right there. What about Fanatics Mania 6 Pops exclusive Hulk Hogan Ultimate Warrior, that Mania 6 match? So I don't know if it's a Fanatics exclusive, so I guess that means WWE Shop. Not quite sure. D, do you know anything about that? If it's
I think
WWE Shop?
Fanatics and WWE Shop is one working unit, correct?
Got it. All right. So looks cool. I don't hate that one bit. The ROH Daniel Bryan. He comes with fine giving action. But it looks good. Has the interchangeable heads and hands. How mad is Bill McKenna now that he of that American Dragon that he made? This one's
It
better.
was topped. I mean, this one's topped though. This one's way
Yeah.
better than the one he made. Sorry.
Now,
bro.
is this one going to be on the vault or in store?
Vault?
I like it. It's cool.
This is awesome. I mean, this is like
This is like the guy I went to go see in college.
yeah.
Kill it at ROH. The ball,
Unbelievable.
especially. Yeah, it's cool.
I love it. I love it a lot. I remember when Brian and I were extra talent at a WWE show at Madison Square Garden, and he was there, and I had he looked homeless. I didn't know who he was.
Dude, and then this is like a very yin and yang Brian.
And Brian's going,
story.
oh my God.
Dude, I'm not kidding. Maybe Saturday I went to ROH show and saw a main event like somewhere in Massachusetts. And then Sunday, Mikey called us that we had to go to the Garden for like Sunday night. That he said, "Oh, I got you booked as extras. We had to be at the Garden." Then we show up, and the only other extras I recognize besides Darren Young, is I'm seeing him, and he's like, "What's we got?" I'm like, "That's fucking Bryan Danielson." Like, what the fuck? I'm marking out, and Broski thinks he's like a homeless guy off the street because he's just pale and bald and just not like
Long beard.
Yeah,
It's like a long beard, bald.
He's like a dirty looking beard.
Yeah.
And then I also remember him and Regal chain wrestled for like 45 minutes or something, like nonstop. I remember just watching.
I'm not really a chain wrestling guy.
Yeah. Actually,
You get in the chain wrestle
I
with
agree,
Regal,
Broski.
you're taking the
think-
shirt off, choking him with it.
unless you make it like your gimmick, like Zack Sabre Jr., it's kind of just nobody wants to see that. Yeah, it's kind of.
Anytime someone wants to like call it in the ring or chain wrestle, I'll say, yeah, okay. Then I go for the little test of strength and I kick him in the gut.
I was gonna say, or you powder and do a lap.
Yeah. Or I like let him get one arm ring or get to the ropes and powder. How you do that
Wow,
chain wrestling bullshit?
wrestling, that's good stuff.
That was great chain
boring. All right. All right.
God.
So we're speaking a lot about Remco style figures. Asylum. Those figures, I guess, coincidentally, they're shipping.
I love it. Bring it on.
Coincidentally,
The
they're
Remco
shipping.
wars are upon us, and I'm
Yes.
here for it.
They also have the LOD, but more in like their.
I mean, that's a totally different LOD, guys.
yeah, it's cool.
Totally different.
But I mean, their series 2 is supposed to be the ringside ones.
Yeah, I want to see. See, these have more of like a ball jointed like knee kind of thing, kind of like similar to the actual Mattel Superstars.
So it's the Road Warriors.
and even the hands having the elbows, I believe.
Yeah,
I believe
Vicious
this
and
is a
Delicious, Scott and Buff. Sorry, Scott Norton. No, Scott Norton. Scott Norton.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah, and Buff Bagwell and the Earl Hebners. The soft goods on the Earls are a little ill-fitting to me.
Yeah.
They look like
Also,
two-
he's a ref.
two-
I mean, I guess the old refs are all jacked too.
I'm
so
fine
that
with
is
them
what
being
it is.
jacked, but it's like they
Yeah.
should have used like a softer, thinner material. Do you know what I'm saying?
Probably right.
He's just too bulky. Listen, I already pre-ordered all 6.
I can't
pre-ordered all
wait
6.
for you to get these and give these a true review because I'm so curious about them.
I will give him a true review, and I want them to be great.
No, I can't wait. That's what I'm saying. I think the packaging is hideous.
I don't like the
That's on me.
package. I don't like
But
the package.
maybe in person it's not, but right now I just think it's kind of.
I mean,
It's a little dark in the picture, right?
it's too dark. It's like way too much of that brick. Like it's unnecessary. I don't know.
well, I
It's
mean,
just-
we talked about it before. Why Mattel has that opening flap? It's to get more light in there. It's not actually to save more plastic because when you really think about it, oh no, we always said like, well, why do they have that? It uses more plastic, but that's an empty area and it's using the plastic from the insert. You know what I'm saying?
to accentuate the figure a little bit more,
Right.
And, be seen. Yeah.
So they look good, but This is one of those things like, all right, you announce it, the hype kind of dies. Then you pre-order it. Then, like, I think, like, by the time these are in hand, like, how long has it been? So they really, in my opinion, got to get the Series 2 cooking because we can't wait 2 more years for Series 2 to be in hand.
And I feel like these need to be like pretty great, right?
I think by pictures they look good.
Did you get a shipping notification?
I did not.
Okay, so we're that close, but we're close.
I did not. Next up, MJF bobblehead. Another bobblehead. MJF. You getting this, Brian?
I thought about it. I can't go down that rabbit hole with all my students. So, I mean,
Really?
yeah, I just can't. If you're an MJF fan, by all means, dive in. But I had to pump the brakes.
Okay. There it is. Hand number
great. It looks
200
great, I
available.
think.
It looks good.
Ooh, the fact that there's 200 available.
I know, right?
I think just get one for the Creative Pro desk. Come on.
It's already like a shrine to this fucking kid in there. I can't. his head is already so big as it is. We gotta,
Shit.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, actually,
we gotta
you're
hang
right.
more Phil Cardigan stuff up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. I was surprised their Smart Mark Sterling doll is in the office, but there's a lot of MJF stuff in there.
Mark was flattered.
Yes, very flat.
What about the MLW samples finally showing up at the New Jersey
I got
Collector
excited
Con of
about
all,
this. Yeah, I got
of
excited
all
about
places? Carrying Cross, Jacob Atu, Hammerstone, and I'm sorry, I don't know who the other individual
Cruel.
is. Cruel. By the time these
Fatu
actually
looks
come
awesome.
out, Fatu looks
Cruel,
fantastic.
I believe Cruel is on the ICW show I'm doing Friday.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, ask him if he can come back to MLW so his figure will be relevant because pretty sure Hammerstone's done.
Wait,
Yo,
did he
and
just beat you to kick you out?
He didn't beat me. He was on my team.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not following.
Karrion Cross is now in WWE.
Which
and-
I'm happy for Boss Fight that it seems to be that they're going to beat Mattel to the punch on this.
It depends. I don't know. We'll see.
It feels like it, yeah.
And the Fatu looks incredible. They also showed Series 2, which is kind of a head-scratching set to me because there's only 3 individuals
There's
in
only
Series
3 this
2.
time, right? I like
Yeah,
the
the
like
belts
the
look
packaging
good.
on this, by the way.
Yeah, the boss fight, they do a hell of a
Dude, there's
job.
that
Great
many
figures.
belts in MLW?
That's a lot of
1,
belts.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 tag, a world, right? A mid guard, a women's.
Damn,
No, I don't
that's a
know.
lot of belts. A lot of championships.
And a trophy.
Who is
Oh,
the
wow, so
skeleton
serious.
guy?
That's just a boss fight like thing, I think.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Hit it, Mark.
All right.
He's here. Hold on. Was not ready. Oh, no.
First off, before you go crazy deep, Broski, you worked at, does Lindsay even work there?
No, none of these individuals do.
None of these guys.
Not one.
Microman's not there anymore.
My man there in the middle is with AEW. He's been doing dark matches.
Microman?
Oh, no. The other one.
Microman's not there anymore, Matt.
He's never been there since I've been there.
Okay. Yeah. So the one on the far left, that's a part of their Epic Hacks line. So that's like a luchador inspired one, and it comes with like a boss fight championship. So that's not affiliated with the
yeah, I
MLW
figured.
one.
Okay.
But yeah. So for this is not wave 2 of
Oh, it's
the
not.
MLW ones. This is basically the I guess basic offering, but
Oh, because they don't have the waist joints, the chest joints.
yeah. So this is similar to the Fanaticos. This is called MLW.
Right.
This is called MLW Fusion. The other one's just MLW Premium. So this is MLW.
Wow.
This is MLW Fusion Wave 1, and I don't believe any details about Wave 2 have been. Boss Fight should be posting one eventually. When stuff gets going in terms of like these getting closer to in consumers' hands. But they're probably about maybe 3-4 months away, maybe even sooner than that. So
Damn.
And not one talent works there?
Jacob Fatu.
according to
does.
Matt,
Jacob.
I don't have any contracts in front of me. I'm just saying I've been
I
there
know.
4
You
times.
just did the past how many shows? I mean,
I did the
Yeah.
past 4. Jacob Fatu is the only one who's there. Hammerstone's done. He
I
tweeted
almost
that
like
he's
feel
done.
bad for him. Like that's terrible timing, or
It sucks. But I mean, in the wrestling business,
Bless you, Mark.
Thank you.
we know as figure fans and figure manufacturers how long it takes.
Right.
So like, unless you have someone sign
But-
a long deal.
There's and we know how it works. Like with Mattel, like they won't even work on your figure if you don't have 6
deal.
months a new deal.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So,
So
hey,
rookie mistake.
I think they look great. We'll check them
I
out. We'll
love
review them,
boss fight stuff, dude. I love boss fight stuff. I think it gets better and better. That Tarus won me over big. I mean, I was already in, but man, that one
Yeah.
really won me over. So, and even that Taya, I've said so many times. That
Oh,
Taya
yeah,
figure is
Taya's great.
So great. Yeah.
Gary Borbidge, we talked about him last week. He had that George Animal Steel prototype. He found this.
Yo, that is cool.
Playmates Henry O. Godwin.
That is fun. That looks
Dude.
awesome too. The molded
Bro.
slot bucket.
I have goosebumps right now looking at this.
That,
You gotta
came
think-
with like Hunter.
Well, he had to have come with somebody else because they were 2-packs.
Oh man, that means there's a Hunter somewhere.
There's got to be a Hunter somewhere.
Wow, that's cool.
How cool is that?
That's just really fun for me. I don't know why.
This is what I love about we talked about it earlier with the Paul Heyman, like
Discoveries.
finding stuff like this. So, and another discovery. Did you see these? Anyone see these? I literally just got a message by Mitch about these. There were these Hasbro drawings that were on eBay, but when you actually look at them, they don't quite look like Hasbro figures. So I'm not sure if they're just incorrectly labeled as Hasbro. I don't think you'll be able to see from here. Do you see these right here? There's like a Jake the Snake.
Oh yeah,
Mr.
A little
Perfect.
bit.
Do we think it's fake?
No, I don't think it's fake. I just don't know.
It's just something, but not a Hasbro.
I don't know if it's. I didn't really look close enough to see if it like said Hasbro anywhere. Like Hasbro made so many different things. It could have been anything. Could have been a fucking pencil. I don't know what it is.
Right.
But maybe D can do some research because D's the best at this stuff. But yeah,
Let's follow up next week. I
there was
feel
a Jake
like
the Snake, a Mr. Perfect, and a $1 Million Man. Vintage 1991 Hasbro. I don't know for sure if it's Hasbro, to be honest. But it's something. It's something figure related or collectible related. So I thought that was interesting. Do you guys have any more news, or do I have some ringside news? Do you have anything else?
Sweet.
Did I miss
Yeah,
anything? Oh,
That was some fun
Hercules!
What's that Tulip
Look.
doing?
Zombie Sailor showing the Hercules. He showed me privately some other things. He is just, I think he learned his lesson about the and is starting to work in silence because he's got a lot of things cooking.
Yeah.
I think 2024 is going to be a big year for heels and faces.
And it was cool to see, at least within our Patreon group, like on Facebook, he posted a sale, a Black Friday sale. His stuff is always like, pre-order, and then people miss the boat. He put a lot of his in-stock inventory up for fairly affordable prices.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see a lot of posts of people going, I finally got something. Wow.
Yes.
I finally, and now I get it. Like, I'm
People-
in.
that was cool.
to see.
And then let me just say this: how well Zombie takes care of the people who signs with him. So my 2-pack, my Nick Gage 2-pack, it's not sold out yet. I think just about maybe halfway or so, and he's already paid me my royalties for that. And my royalty for a figure that's not sold out. Now listen, there was 2,000 made, so let's say 1,000 or so were sold so far. The royalties I received for that are more than I ever received for a WWE Mattel product. Which,
That's wild.
what are there? 50,000? 20,000? 30,000? 75,000?
Yeah.
So Zombie is taking care of these wrestlers, not just us, guys, Kevin Sullivan, the family of Bruiser Brody, whoever.
Right.
So
I mean, that
he's
goes
doing
a
the
long
right
way.
thing, So is there anything else, D? I don't know what this is. Is that him
Big
painting?
Tony.
It's
Big Tony.
Big Tony getting
You
painted.
didn't see that? That's making sure the wedgie's in there.
Oh, the hand-painted wedgie on Big Tony. Looks like some ketchup in there. Looks like he's putting some ketchup on that, Big Tony.
Wow, that's cool to see, though. Now it's done.
Looks incredible. Ooh, the Jeff Jarrett for that 6-inch. Man,
Give it to me already, Zombie.
give me
I
that
feel like
double
I've seen
J.
this figure for 3 years.
I know. Zombie, he is just slow as shit. But hopefully he picks up because it's incredible stuff.
He's got to change his catchphrase. Like, it's worth the wait. Zombie
It's
Sailor
worth the
Toys or
wait.
something.
It's worth
Yeah.
the wait. All right. Anything else, D, or should I get ringside news?
I think that's everything. I think so.
All right.
Yep.
New pre-order bell-to-bell ringside exclusives featuring the Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk, the Steiner Brothers, Rick and Scott, Danhausen, and Big Papa Pump. Blood and Guts, Darby Allin vs. Brody King, AEW ringside exclusive. AEW Unrivaled 14 with Keith Lee, Swerve, Tony Storm, Ricky Starks, Max Caster, and Anthony Bowens. So Keith Lee will be the chase, and then Billy Gunn will be like the hard-to-get chase.
Bunny style.
Bunny style. So,
That's wild.
Yeah, no. But don't be a fool. Get that 3-pack from Ringside. You guarantee yourself a Billy Gunn. Let's go.
That's
Right.
Discount code Major. Come on.
That's another
And
one.
I can say this. Max Caster personally bought 50 of his figure on pre-order. And I was,
Max is smart.
I
Smart
was the,
guy.
Max is smart.
I was the middleman of that transaction. So he's going to probably, the pre-order will sell out too. So
Awesome. New in stock, Sergeant Slaughter ringside exclusive Major Bendy, Ric Flair bloody last match, Major Bendy. We appreciate Ringside for supporting the Major Bendy's line. Elite 106 with Roxanne Perez, Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, Paul Bearer, and the Usos. Series 143 with Becky Lynch, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Ashanti, the Adonis, and Mr. T. Shit, I need those Mr. T's. John, if you're listening, I need those Mr. T's.
he probably sent them.
New figure defender protective cases for the 2023 defining moments and 2024 elite figures. And you know how shitty Mattel makes its packaging. You need those defenders if you want these
I mean, if you
to
have
be in
any
good shape.
plans for the figure, keeping them in a card. It would be
All right.
foolish not to.
Up next, Ringside Top 10. This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase, and when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%. Ringside Top 10. Brand new figures, how much did you spend? Ringside Top 10. 40 figures, exhausting mailmen. Ringside Top 10. Another sale, and Sami Zayn's #1 again. Ringside Top 10. Use code MAJOR for discount at the end.
Ooh, this is a wonky list.
Well, there's some crazy sales going on, guys.
Number 10, Chris Jericho, Painmaker, Unrivaled 8. Number 9, Brody Lee and -1, ringside exclusive.
Which is, I couldn't believe how low that's priced at.
What is the price at? Like under 10?
$13.99 or something.
Wow.
Great, I think. Don't quote me on that. Something.
-1 was our guest, our main event guest last year at our live show, and I have it signed by -1.
Same.
Number 8, Gunther, Elite 102. Number 7, Dominic Mysterio, Elite 105. Number 6, The Usos, Bloodline, Ultimate Edition 2-pack, ringside exclusive. Number 5, Road Warriors, Bell to Bell, ringside exclusive.
There we go.
Yeah, number 4, Seth Rollins, Ultimate Edition 17. Number 3, Wheeler Yuta, Forged in Combat, AEW ringside exclusive. Number 2, Omos, Elite 97. And number 1, CM Punk, AEW Unmatched Series 4.
And the Long Boys. Oh.
And up next is Weekly Purchases brought to you by Major Bendy's. All right, this is Matt Cardona, host of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, but also owner of Major Bendy's with Brian Myers. Brian, tell everyone about Major Bendy's, Big Rubber Guys over on MajorPodMerch.com.
MajorPopMerch.com. Get your Major Bendies. There's that merch table exclusive to me. Big Rubber Guys, sweeping the action figure world by storm.
Bro, we have so many Major Bendies, almost 100 figures. We have legends like Tommy Dreamer, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, new guys like Danhausen, and of course, Big Rubber Guys. It is the throwback to the LJN style. We got Matt and Brian, Demolition, Macho Man, Ric Flair. Keep checking MajorPodMerch.com and scratch that figure itch. Some might cost a little. Some might cost a lot. But I'm the $1,000 broski. And your figures will be bought. Major Bendy's, MajorPodMerch.com. Get your big rubber guys, your demolition right now. Don't
Connect,
delay.
exclusive Connect behind our damn backs.
Well, that's on
Unbelievable.
ConnectSmerch.com. You can't even get that on our website. But yeah, get that
What a
Connect.
scoundrel.
Sell that baby out. Every week, use the hashtag Major Bendy's. If we choose your picture or video, you will get an exclusive Major Bendy's trading card. This one comes to you from Collectible_R. Congratulations to at Ringside C and at Major Pod on another successful hashtag Holiday Toy Drive. Look at this. All of us in like Christmas outfits, even Joe's shoes.
Oh, hell yeah. I love
Yeah.
that.
That's beautiful. That's
Cat
actually the
TV
shirt I wore
background.
at the toy drive, too. Jeez.
That's me too. The scratch that figure itch
Wow.
shirt.
no.
Holy
Speaking of-
shit.
The Grinch over here, the only one who didn't wear anything festive.
I thought about that. I did think about that.
thought about that.
I wore
I
red
didn't say
shoes.
anything.
I wore red
Oh,
shoes.
thanks, man.
Man.
How about, oh, yes. Did you get them?
Guys, should we do a live unboxing?
I am so impressed. Courtesy of our good friends at Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code MAJOR. Save yourself 10%. The brand new Elite Paul Bearer, regular style and chase. Two
I'm gonna
significantly
open one of
different
them right
figures.
now.
And I'm going to say this to Broski and Mark as this unboxing goes down. I can't recall somebody that they've done before that like had such a significant upgrade in being redone.
Aha.
Because your old Paul Bearer, you do not need.
Throw that son bitch out.
He's gone. I mean, this is such a significant upgrade, and it's so good. It's like awesome. Because like really, you know, I understand you make a suit body or like it's a Build-A-Figure, and a lot of these people are the same. But Paul Bearer is a pretty unique individual,
Yes, very.
and this is giving it the treatment that it needed, and they nailed it. Like hats off to Mattel and Bill and whoever worked on this. I mean,
He's a
home
big boy.
oh, it's so cool, right?
Man, this is
And he's much
incredible.
shorter.
He's short, he's fat. Every part is like unique to him. Like it's so cool. And then the really crazy thing is how, like you would think, well, like, do I really need two?
Oh, you definitely need both.
Bro, the Attitude Era one is, dude, yeah, the Attitude Era one has like a tan. He has a different hair. Like it's so different. Completely different.
100% need the attitude.
Oh my God,
one.
different suit. Everything's different.
Man, this is so good. I mean, it's so bulky. It's so big. I'm looking at it right now. What is the giant urn? What's the backstory of the giant urn?
Oh man, Liam Davis, who's like a Undertaker Kane connoisseur, explained, and I already forgot. Unless D remembers.
D, do you
I
know?
don't.
D?
It's real. It's not like a made up thing. Oh, hit it, Mark.
What the hell?
It's the LED urn. It's the one that has the LED light in it. Because they
Oh, like
What
for
era?
the trick.
what?
What
Yeah.
era
Also,
is that?
the urn. The Broski's mic just died.
No, I'm right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That urn, Broski, if you take it out, it has a lid, a working lid. The Fat Boy.
Okay, I see that, but what era are we talking?
He's saying when they did the trick where the light comes out of it.
When was that? That's what I'm
You
asking.
don't remember that? I know what that was.
Yeah, they did it at one of the early manias. I mean, like one of the mid '90s manias. So
And it was giant size like that?
yeah, because they had to put a big giant light in it. I mean, they did it again. They did the spot again when he came back in 2010, and then like they did like that Hell in a Spell, the Hell in a Cell one. But this is like 95, 94. Paul Bearer. Technically, the other one is still accurate because I mean, Paul
See-
Bearer did put on the pounds.
See, D, I was going to say, I think I need both because the other one, to me, is more like early 91 with the plain black tie. This one has the
Yeah.
more colorful tie. That's
Yeah.
like the mid 90s to me.
This is basically like the Bone Cruncher come to life. Yeah.
Right. Brian say
see
no, but I th-
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, but not for me, pal.
like you
But
can't.
the other one just doesn't compare in quality.
it's
even though
way
it might
too skinny.
represent-
The other one's
Okay,
just
but- okay.
too skinny to me now.
Okay, but I don't think you could display this with your Undertaker in the gray. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this is one that you could display with the purple, yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So the other one
Yeah.
you would display with the gray.
Yes.
I hear you. I don't know if I'm.
Brian is fighting for his life with the space in that
If you-
cabinet, okay? He's trying to get rid of some of these guys.
Update. By the way, this piece of shit, Mark Sterling.
Let's hear about this.
He comes over and he's like, "Why do you have all these stands?" I'm like, "Why wouldn't I have stands?" In my mind, I'm like, I have 2 kids that run around this house like maniacs, and I don't want to be picking up figures all day long.
Yeah.
So then I do what any real collector does. I joined MajorMarks.com. I went into Facebook exclusive group. I put it out there for discussion. I was blown away about how many people said they don't use stands.
Right.
And what I was kind of thinking was true, because like my other figures, like it's weird. AEW figures barely stand with the stands
Right.
for whatever reason. And you know, we love them here, but the Power Town guys don't even have holes in their feet, so they have to stand on their own. I've been having like the one figure in my collection that falls down a lot is that Bruiser Brody Power Town that I'm constantly fixing. You know, so that was my concern. But elites truly like stand very freaking
That's what
well
I
on
said.
their own.
I have all these elites. I've put this office together 4 months ago or whatever. A single elite has fallen over in 4 months. A single one.
Right.
None of them have stands.
Like I can't.
Plus,
Is this Paul Bearer? Well, I blew him over.
as
I
much
was right in his
as
face.
as much as yours is crowded, even if one did fall a little bit, it wouldn't go nowhere. It would just
So here's what I did.
yes.
As a test, I have 8 shelves. I was like, okay, I did one shelf to see how much I'd really get.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't going to like double my space, but I'd get space, you know?
True.
So I did one shelf, and I got about 10 spots back.
That's it? I would think way more.
Yeah,
No,
me too.
but think about it. That's 80 spots.
Yeah.
So I went, got to do it.
80
Yeah.
So I
figures
spent-
in a year.
dude,
Yeah.
I spent
Oh, yeah.
every free moment I had for 24 hours redoing and destanding my thing, and now it's like space plentiful.
Now,
for,
are you
like-
using any putty or wax or anything?
So that's another fun little thing I learned through this open discussion I started in our Facebook group. People explained to me about museum wax. And it's
Well,
like a $5 thing I got on Amazon. And I actually think I might use it for some of our bendies that fall down sometimes.
I heard that
And you
leaves
just-
like a lot of like residue though.
No, I watched
I'd be
the video.
nervous about that.
nothing. No, I mean, nothing you can't just wipe off.
I use putty for certain things.
Right. And that's the same difference as this. Like, it'll leave a, like, but you just got to wipe it off and pick it off,
Right.
whatever.
Okay.
So I bought a little thing, and I think from time to time when like some of the bendies go down, I'll just kind of hit them with a little bit on their feet to kind of make it a little better. But
Okay.
back to the elites, it's been 3 days. Nobody's moved anything, and the only ones, every single one I have, of whatever, you know, it's probably hundreds and hundreds of elites. The Wild Samoans and Umaga don't stand the greatest because of
Okay.
whatever that mold is. It's
Yeah.
a little off balance, but I just made them like kind of leaned against a wall or in the back or whatever, and they're
Right.
all fine.
I
And here's-
admit that I've
here's-
done that. The
here's
lean on the wall for
the
like a
leaner.
really
Here's
long
the
leaner.
biggest update of the whole thing. Guess who's in there now?
Me.
No, you.
The Gooker.
The Gooker's in.
What?
He's a backer. He's a
We
backer.
did it. We
Yes.
did it,
He's a
boys.
complete
what
backer,
made
but
you
he's
what
in.
made you decide he has to go in?
I now also the other thing I'm proud of in doing this, every single flashback elite I have is on display. I don't have any more like in a tote or anything. Like every
Wait,
single one is in there.
Wait, so you had every single person? Or every
What's
single
that? No,
figure?
I just had random ones. I was like, I can't cut this, but I don't really need to display it.
Oh, so you put him back
Now I
in.
got it all. Now I have it all.
But
in
you
there,
could but there's a chance you could cut him later.
yeah. Dude, 80. Okay, so there was probably 20 spots in there anyway, right before I was full.
But think about 80 for the rest of your life?
I know it's all going to be a long time.
80's 2 years. He can cross that bridge when
Sometimes
he
the
gets there.
elite sets don't even have a flashback guy anymore.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? And then the other thing is I'm going to cut the friends and family shelf because pretty much everybody in there I have, like that means something I have like signed and personalized to me in the gym, in my gym.
Oh,
Like,
so
I
you
don't
have
really-
way more room.
So I'm not worried about it at all. Years to come, guys.
Years to come. Well, I also got some other stuff from Ringside Collectibles. I finally got that Build a WrestleMania set. I built Nicholas. I fucking love this figure. I understand the people who don't like it, but fuck you. I love it. I think it's so cool. And I don't even have room for this. I don't collect current people.
The Friends
I
of
just-
Fam shelf, bro.
I don't have that. I just needed this
He
figure.
said last week on the pod he would never have a figure of me. He's not even going to buy me.
I
That
will
was an
say-
insane that was a wild comment. From
I will
Bugsy.
say, like, the Pat McAfee's a cool figure. But the Trish is like a redo of that Target.
that set
Rock,
isn't.
Rock is inaccurate. Another
There's
Cena,
no
like,
like meat on the bone of that set.
But I
unless
love-
you want to, be a completist or build Nicholas. I don't know.
I love building the Nicholas. I had to do it. And, like, we know from our inside knowledge he was supposed to come out when this WrestleMania happened. But someone who no longer works for WWE put the on it. So I'm glad. I'm glad it's finally coming.
Yeah, it feels like a nice little. I mean, amongst other things that we like know Nicholas personally, and
Yes.
it means a lot for us. But the redemption story of it is pretty sweet.
I
And that
also-
that Pat McAfee figure is pretty sweet.
It looks
too.
good.
Yeah.
I also picked up this whole set of the greatest hits. Now
Whoa.
some of them I'm not like. I don't think I'm going to keep, like the natural disasters. D convinced me I don't need natural disasters.
They don't
But
do
like
it for
this
me.
this Scorpion King, I never was able
beautiful.
to. I was never able to find this.
Yeah, what? D, I was asking somebody during the toy drive and nobody remembered. What? Series 2 of that, like, was just that weird Andre in the
It's a
suit?
Roman as well.
And then Roman still never came, right?
Some places it came very,
It
very,
did?
very,
That's like a very rare figure.
very rare.
Yeah, the Roman came. That's the only one I found at retail was the Roman, and then the Piper and Cena. So I'm assuming somewhere potentially packed heavier than others or in solid case packs. But yeah, so the Andre I never saw, and the
Yeah, Andre
Rock I never
Ringside
saw.
had for a while, but that must have been like a Fallout thing, not the original.
Yeah,
thing.
just buying some type of stock. I don't know
Yeah.
how they go about doing that, but yeah. And then what?
The matches quit the show. What happened?
I'm not sure. We're in weekly
Well, guys,
purchases.
5.5 years. It was a good run.
I don't know what. He didn't even mention anything, but I didn't buy anything. I didn't get anything this week. so
Nothing.
nothing.
Well,
not a
I know
single
our
thing.
next thing because I could see it sitting on their desk. Another fun thing, but I'll wait for Matthew here. He's back. We're live, pal.
What happened?
Oh, I forgot another weekly purchase. I had to go downstairs and get it.
Got it.
Card Foundation, Papa Bear Paul.
Brother. I think is it not lost on you what this man did for you?
I mean, he got paid.
It's a lot of work, bro.
I paid him a good.
Broski, you can appreciate and thank somebody even though you paid them.
I didn't
Yeah.
even get to thank him. Brian was fucking doing this right away.
I know he casually mentioned this to me a couple times, but man, to see it is wild.
First of all, saw Paul this week. Great guy. Love hanging out with him. I
Paul
love.
helped at the toy drive, guys. It's a Christmas miracle.
Papa Bear Paul.
Although I think he just wanted the free lunch.
I don't even
Yeah.
know if he knew about that, but he got it.
Papa Bear Paul, Card Foundation podcast. Listen to their podcast. Great stuff. With all the Panini.
Phil Bomb Wrestling on Whatnot.
Yes.
Usually every
Panini.
Monday night.
If you know anything about, like, when Topps did their cards, like a Zack Ryder or whatever, there'd be a couple variants, like maybe like 5 or 6.
Yeah, 5,
Easy-
6. It felt
it'd be
like
easy to
a one-on-one
follow.
that like a one-on-one or printing plates that if you get. It's not something that's
Yeah.
even on your checklist, right?
But then when they switched to Panini, it was like, oh, thank God, like I'm not in WWE anymore. Like I'd have to get all these fucking cards. But then Chelsea had to go and fucking get signed back to WWE. So this, I'm holding a fucking stack here.
It's called
of
the
these
Rainbow.
of a rainbow. It's not even all of them. So what I did with Papa Bear Paul, I said, hey, Paul, if you
He's a
find these all
hired
for me,
bounty hunter.
I will give you, a percentage on top of that. If you do all the work, I'll pay you. It's his credit, and he's like, do you need the screenshots of the eBay listings?
Bro,
I said, "No, I trust you."
a super funny Papa Bear confession that he said. He goes, bro, I could have just lied to him and like said, yep, paid 50 for this, but I paid $5. But he's like, but I got off on like haggling with dudes and getting it for like a better price, and like so he didn't even like. He's like, it's part of the thing,
But I mean, I don't know if you can see full screen here, but there's
No, you got to put them up.
I'm not going to show every single one here.
It's wild.
Okay, there's one Chelsea green card. Okay, there's another, and some of these look. I even said to Paul, I said, "Oh, why'd you get me doubles?" He said, "They're not doubles." I'm like, "What?"
It's wild, dude.
Like, look at all.
If you check out Paul's Papa Bear Paul's Instagram, he made like a reel going through them. It's kind of that's when I was like, wow, this is.
I got to
nuts.
show you the ones that I think are fucking the same card. Is it these two?
There's definitely something different.
I'm going to show you. Okay, so not this one. These two I think are the same. He says they're not. Tell me it's not the same fucking card.
But you're off screen.
You're
a
only
little
showing one. There you go.
bit. No, that one I can see the prism to it. Like one's got the rainbow foil and one doesn't.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Maybe you're colorblind, broski.
Bro, and look, there's
Yeah, did
just
you
so
lose
many
sight or
more.
something?
There's
Did
so
you
many
lose
more.
sight?
And then there's like another card that she has. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Photo variant. Yeah.
So
Wow.
I don't think I'm going to keep doing this because this is.
Did you even show her this? Does she no fucks
She didn't give a
given?
fuck. It cost me like $2,000 for these cards.
I mean, it's like that's what people like. It's a fun part of card collecting. Like if you have a guy and like you like Mike Frias in the group collects Damian Priest and he's always trying to rainbow all this stuff. Like it's fun, man. I think it's a fun way to collect.
I got this, Mark. You'll appreciate this. Brian won't. This is a retro collection Star Wars. This is Mon Mothma.
Who's this old lady? What is
The
this?
backstory is okay. You know how Star Wars, they re-release all the vintage figures every once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they didn't make her back in the day,
Right.
so I had to get it because they didn't make her. I don't get the re-releases because I have the real figures. No reason to get the re-releases. But
I am
sometimes-
blatantly out of the loop on this, and I should have that, so I don't know what is going on here.
It was a Hasbro Pulse like 6-pack, and I'm like, well, I don't need everyone else. I just bought her on eBay.
Okay.
So
I'm going to have to order
It's cool.
that 6-pack.
Whose grandma is that?
you know Mon Mothma.
Mon Moth is a hero of
You-
the
you know
of
she
the
is.
rebellion, okay, Brian?
You know who she is, Brian.
Jesus
She's-
Christ.
You know
She's
she
in
is.
the original movies, dude.
Really? I have no clue. Nothing's ringing a bell.
She's a
I'm not
Jedi.
even. I'm not even making jokes. I have no clue right
That's
now.
why I needed this because once they make somebody who they didn't really make, I gotta get them. So
I get that. That's cool.
I got that. That was really cool. Do you want to get
Many
into the-
Bothan spies died getting us this information.
You guys want to get into this Coliseum collection?
I got it from our friends at Mattel.
Full
on
unboxing
sale
on our
this past
YouTube
weekend.
live.
Probably still available. D, back me up on that. MattelCreations.com.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, should
It's once again the Coliseum collection. Absolutely spectacular. I did a full in-depth unboxing, went live on the Major Pod YouTube. Check it out. I don't know how to go vertical. Mark, I need your help with that.
I don't know what the deal is because if Broski can figure it out, I don't
It
know.
wouldn't let me. It kept saying can't do it until I flipped it back. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
"Oh,
weird.
Now you have to switch it before you go live.
Got it. Well, I'll try that next time. It's got to be your bull. Got it.
The-
All right.
the package,
Anyway,
LJN inspired. Guys, so far they make Roddy Piper, George Steele, Jake the Snake Roberts, Ravishing Rick Rude, Hogan, Terry Funk. I
I-
love them because they're like a love
I
letter
feel
to
like,
the LJNs.
by the way, I feel like Sarge gets slided on the back there. I know it wasn't
oh
exclusive.
yeah,
but
Sarge does get slided.
they're all exclusives
Well,
anyway.
you know why?
So,
That's not. I know why he gets slided.
because he's gone.
He's gone.
I could see that being part of it, maybe.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Incredible, not interchangeable, but removable
Packaging is just top notch quality. Like just quality all around everything.
I love how they're kind of in the poses of the LJN. It's like,
For
it's like
sure,
a
they
weird-
tried.
It's like a weird love letter in the sense that, like, a lot of people were complaining. Well, how come Piper doesn't have like the red knee pads and red trunks like the LJN? But he
I will
doesn't
say,
have-
back to being half pregnant, it doesn't have that, but then it purposely doesn't have the ringer on the T.
but Corporate Steve has shown images of a Piper
Yeah, it's
with
accurate.
no ringer. And
Oh, it's accurate.
Yeah,
Okay, then I'm
yeah.
fine
He
with
wore it. He wore it in
I
frame.
take it back. I take it back. I'm fine with it.
So he wore it after WrestleMania 1. It was like around like May '85, like in the summer of '85, basically.
Okay, then I'm
Yeah.
all in. Then I wasn't
So
sure.
I've realized, or I've decided something this past week. I think I made it public that I was an ultimate mid-on card collector. I'm no longer an ultimate mid-on card collector, a completist. So I'm like Becky Lynch, getting rid of them. Like all like I just can't do it. I just because
Right.
at first I thought ultimate was going to be like just a couple a year,
It's good.
it got a little crazy.
It's become a lot of
and
figures,
good
yes,
and
but-
good for Mattel that it's expanding.
Sure,
and
no,
there's
I'm
all
not. It's not a
exclusive.
complaint. That's just an observation. Yeah.
But like I can't do that. But what I am gonna do with these Ultimate Coliseum collections, I'm gonna be an Ultimate Coliseum completist collection completists mint on card and display them in my LJN area. So
That's cool.
But this is kind of what's weird for me. So like Brian, I'm sure you have this George Animal Steel. So now you cut your elite George Animal Steel, right?
Oh, see ya, pal.
See, I can't because it's like this figure doesn't exist because he's with my LJNs.
I get that, but that's a weird problem.
I think it's just going to be easier for me to do that with these because I don't see that many of these being made. Maybe 4 or 5 a year.
That's what you think. Who knows? You never know. You just said that about Ultimates and see what happened.
Right, but I feel like they don't have that many names.
And also,
that they can do with these.
the other devil's advocate
they're
thing.
going to run out quick.
The other devil's advocate thing for me is like those are so fun to pose, and there's so many options and so many hands and heads. Like to just leave them the way they are is criminal to me.
I'm just going to leave them.
And that George Steele to me is a little bit skinny, and he looks way better with the shirt on. Dude, he comes with a freaking exploded turnbuckle, like a soft goods. Like it's so cool. He comes with mine, like it's really fun.
So full disclosure, Mattel did send us these as influencers, but I did buy an additional set just in case I wanted to open one up.
Which I feel like you're gonna. So, and if you want to see them opened up, go to our YouTube channel, full in-depth unboxing by yours truly.
So next is the hearts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm very pumped because then I can cut those other hearts. There's like,
But see, like I won't. That's the thing, you know.
Yeah, that's a you problem. Not
That's a me problem. But who do you guys think could possibly be next? I mean, there's literally not many names left. That's what I'm saying.
I'm looking at my
unless Macho gets re-signed, like he'd be my number one.
That would be
right.
great. Bam Bam. Just looking at my shelf. They could do just Davey, Freddie Blassie maybe. Sheiky Baby, that's a big one.
Okay, but you need a heavy hitter with a
JYD. JYD would be cool.
They can't do JYD.
Why not? They expire? I don't think
Powertown.
I was assuming he might have like a non-exclusive.
Oh, we did find out through the grapevine, Medusa re-signed her WWE Legends deal and carved out she could do Medusa figures.
There's a little footnote.
Yeah.
Warrior, they haven't touched. I mean, there's a lot.
Ooh, oh, fuck. Warrior would be great.
DiBiase, Honky. And there's quite a lot.
If they do Honky or
Andre.
Ooh, damn, there are a couple of heavy hitters.
There's a lot. Yeah, that's not even close to
I'd
that.
want one of the interchangeable heads to have like the black under the skin like they were played with. You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous.
Or like Honky Tonk Man has the blue, you know?
Right. Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to do a true to form big rubber guy like that.
No one
like-
would rule, and I don't see them doing it, but Vince.
Ooh.
In the red, in the blue. Oh,
Ow.
man.
That would
God.
be awesome.
Yeah.
Incredible.
The
That's
point.
some good
man,
fantasy
great.
booking. The last thing I got this week, the dinosaurs, NECA, Baby Sinclair. I mean, guys, why do I have this? I'm not quite sure.
TGIF, brother.
I haven't watched
That's why.
the show since it was on the air. I loved it as a kid. What is that?
Sorry, I'm trying to get something up on my Instagram
Oh.
for the show. And
So I had the figures back in the day. and
I don't
even
remember the
have-
toys at all.
Oh, the
not
toys
not
are
a
awesome.
the
single
toys
thing.
were sick, actually. I
Toys were
remember the
sick.
toys very well. And I had
even-
some of them, I think.
I even, for a time period, had a miscellaneous shelf that had the Baby Sinclair. So I think in my big new toy room, I'm going to have this. But here's the weird thing. So who was like thinking, you know what? It'd be cool if we made the fucking dinosaurs figures. You know what I'm saying? Just a weird line.
I bet
to-
there's like, I don't want to say cult following, but I bet there's a little, grumbling. There has to be to do something
guess.
of this measure.
So these were on Target.com. I got Baby Sinclair. I also ordered Earl Sinclair, the dad. So then I got the email tracking delivered, right? I opened the box, just Baby Sinclair. I'm like, that's weird. Maybe they shipped it separately. No, I never got the Earl Sinclair. So I went on like the Target app and like it said delivered. And all I had to do was say item not arrived and they refunded me right away. So I'm thinking like, can I just do that every time I get an item? Say item not arriving, get a refund.
What
But it's like,
big swapper.
but it's like they knew I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Like usually if I have a discrepancy with Target, they need me to like prove it.
I didn't prove shit. I literally pressed the button and it was instant.
Oh.
So like if I didn't ask for the refund, I wouldn't have gotten it
Yeah.
because they don't have any more in stock on Target.com. That
So
was the issue.
maybe that was why they have nothing to replace it with.
Right. But looks really, really cool. A lot of different interchangeable heads and accessories. I mean, NECA always puts in like so much extra stuff, like the added value, which I really appreciate.
Mark, you have nothing, you said?
Nothing this week, yeah.
All right, my last item came from @Brick and Cage on Instagram. They contacted me. They said, I think we have something that you'd be interested in. We're going to send it to you. I said, sure, man. If I like it, whatever, I'll talk about it. Look at this thing.
What?
It's a 3D printed ECW entranceway.
Yeah.
It's freaking great. Like
It's huge.
It's great. Like it's to scale to like Elite. It's a really nice item.
Where are you gonna put
Brick and
that?
Cage on Instagram. They even sent me a replacement piece as a little wink and a nod to Creative Pro.
Oh, wow.
So I'll bring that to Creative Pro. That'll go on the Creative Pro desk. But this thing is really cool. I dig it. I appreciate you. The ECW fanboy in me appreciates it, and I encourage other ECW fans to go check this thing out because it's like perfect. It's got like hinges that work. You can display it. It stands great. It's sturdy. It feels real top quality.
Are you going to put it behind ECW figures or what?
I have to figure out like what to do with this now because it's so cool. So
It could like go behind those statues you have, maybe. Those are all ECW guys, right?
I have frames and stuff that's stuck to the wall, so I really have to figure this out. But it's maybe behind. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I'm looking at maybe behind my heels and faces hanging up there. I don't know.
Do we know what the retail price or something like that is?
Well, I just looked on their Instagram, so it is @Brick and Cage on Instagram, and then it just takes you to a Shopify, my Shopify page,
Okay.
and it's there. Let's see, $50, which I think
That's
is
not bad at all.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's nothing for.
If you said 150, I would have said
Yeah, right.
I could see
$50,
people
yeah.
buying it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
like
it's really, really cool.
it's a nice thing. It's a really nice piece. So, thank you guys, and there's your plug. Okay, I endorsed it, so appreciate
There
you.
you go. Very, very cool. Well, I guess up next is the Major Mark purchases of the week. All right, Major Mark purchase of the week. What do we got, Mark?
All right, here we go. Let's put that picture up there on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Chris Growcock.
Yes.
Chris Cock Grow.
Cockroach.
He says, posting this for one of my
Rebranded.
posting this one for my friend Wayne Bailey, who's not on Facebook but is a Patreon member. A special thanks to my good friend, the man with the best damn last name in the business, Chris Growcock, for posting this on Facebook for me. I refuse to be on Facebook. This week I purchased a Hasbro Series 8 Undertaker mint on card. This figure eluded me when I was a kid, and I always
great
needed
one.
to have that damn jacket for my Undertaker. As an adult, I've seen plenty of these takers loose, but I could never trust if it was the authentic jacket. A man after Broski's heart here. Too many customs.
I agree.
out
That's an unsettling feeling, right?
there. Yes. The only way to be sure was to buy it mint on card. The price for one mint on card has been decently high for the last couple of years, but this week I threw a bid on one, and it was left untouched until somebody tried to gang me in the last 5 seconds, as usual. Thankfully, my highest bid was not matched, and I walked away with this figure at a good price. Now, my only problem is he's not a mint on card Hasbro collector. My entire collection is loose.
Let him
So
breathe.
now I'm torn on
Let him
letting it
breathe.
breathe or not.
If you intend to keep that figure, Chris, in your collection for as long as you see, let him breathe.
Man, it does
Or-
it looks beautiful mint on card.
That's
though.
what I was going to say. Or keep it, display it, and wait until there's like a beater and in the package a beater. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
Honestly, I would let it breathe because now with the way people can fake the coat and stuff, I would just let it
No, I'm
breathe.
saying wait till a jacked up carding one.
Oh, right.
Is what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
but if you're going to cherish that and keep it in your collection and display and you don't have anything else, I say let it breathe.
He says, either way, I'm stoked I made this purchase. Love the show. Been to all your live shows at the Kowloons with Chris. Appreciate all you do for us, Major Marks. Wayne Bailey. All right. Number 2 here.
Oh!
Love it.
Kenny Murphy.
Oh, no.
In anticipation of Bone Crunching Christmas on Major Pod YouTube, I've been filling in some of the gaps in my BCA collection. I've wanted this Survivor Series 4-pack for a long time because I love the exclusive Green Warrior, and the Survivor Series 96 packaging reminds me of Matt's story of being all out on the BCA line until seeing this Series 2 on the way out of that show that night. Plus the $40 shipped. It was a steal.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news.
I could see the Razor Ramon arms from here, yeah.
Goldust has the wrong arms, pal.
Oh, no.
I could see
Oh,
it. Look at
no.
The elbow pads, the different finger placement.
No.
Take a look at the bad guy.
Your Goldust has the wrong arms, pal. But hey, if you're gonna keep it mint on card, that's gonna suck. But if you're gonna open it up, at least you can get a Series 1 Goldust, and you have that Warrior. But yeah, the arms are wrong on the Goldust.
And $40 shipped is a steal, by the way.
That is a steal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe it was because it was messed up. All right, this is, I think Brian knows this story. Chris Barr, not a purchase, but I had the privilege of working a match with Brian. I'm almost certain he knew how nervous I was. Match was fucking fantastic, he says. Some would describe it as pro wrestling magic. On his way out of the venue, he swung by my merch table and dropped this off. It reads, "You don't suck. Keep it up, kid."
Wow.
Thank you again for the amazing experience. This is proudly displayed in my tour room. I'll talk to Swoggle about the ACW Hall of Fame thing.
Appreciate
That's
it.
awesome. That's very cool.
Brian is a very tough man to get wrestling praise out of. He also thinks everything in wrestling sucks. So, yeah, that's high praise. That is high praise.
I mean, it was just one of those things. Like everything worked. Everything we planned worked and got maximum reactions for everything we did, and that's the goal, right? If like all 350, 400 people in that building were in the palm of our hands and invested what we were doing,
Perfect,
and reacting.
Yeah,
that's all you can ask for.
Wow. Here we go, Broski. Scott Yeager finally added a SummerSlam 92 ticket. Wait, no, sorry.
What? Wait, what the heck are you reading?
Sorry, Chris Eastwood got a few things back from PSA, including a couple dimed Roman Reigns 2023 rookies and this
nice
2008 Chrome X Fractor Zack Ryder rookie card. There are only 2 in the world graded, including this one, and they're both 9s. This X Fractor Raw is pretty rare, as it rarely pops up anywhere, much less one of the only slabbed ones.
Nice.
Yeah,
Broski's going to make an offer?
No.
There's no 10. He's saying there's no 10.
I don't
so
consider
that is
my
the
rookie
10.
card.
What?
I guess it is our U.S. rookie
That's
card.
your rookie card, bro. What?
I guess it's our U.S. rookie card.
Yes, that's your rookie.
But we had cards before that.
Slam attack. It's like a. I don't want to bury slam attacks, but especially at that time, it was like a kid's line. This is your real rookie, like pack pulled, like
all right,
U.S. rookie for sure.
All right, sorry. This one is from Scott Yeager. Finally added a SummerSlam 92 ticket to my SummerSlam 1992 collection. I already have the hat, the program, the foam finger, and the shirt. This was one of the missing pieces.
Oh, so we know what he's got to get next.
What's that?
Hart Smith and Davey Boy Smith from Gizmo the Gadgets.
Done.
Yeah, maybe
that ticket looked really unique, especially for its time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like kind of blown away by that.
Right there.
Right? Like, I don't know. There's so much, the photography.
Yeah,
like, what the
detailing. Wow, you're right. Yeah.
That's like better than a modern day ticket.
Ticket sold for $28, so that's probably a great ticket back then.
That's pounds, pal. Who knows what the
pounds,
real
pal.
is. Yeah.
All right. There he is.
Yeah.
Jeff Seltzer. I've been a wrestling fan since like 1986, and I have a picture with at least one Mania main eventer for most years of WrestleMania. Mania 11 was the exception, as I tried getting a pic with Bam Bam after an ECW show in 98, but he wasn't having it. And LT doesn't do wrestling conventions. So when I found LT would be signing 3 minutes from my house, I had to go. I called and asked how much a pic with him was. I was told they aren't selling pics with him. But if you bought an autograph, you can take a pic with your camera. So I went
my
on
God.
Friday and was
What a random thing. Why would they not?
he was the only non-Giants fan there. Everyone I chatted with was blown away that I was only there because of LT's wrestling connection,
That's so awesome, though.
not his football. He was in a bit of a mood, but overall nice enough. Now I've got to work on getting a pick with at least one competitor from Mania 35 man event,
Wow.
and I'll be
Very
up to
cool.
date.
Man, remember that big win? Yeah, against Bam Bam, right?
All right, this one's a quick one, but I wanted to mention it. Kyle Peterson, G.I. Joe Classified HasLab, his tank is finally here. So
Oh, damn. That
I
thing's gotta
feel
be
like we
nasty,
were just
huh?
talking about that. So that was fairly quick. Maybe I'm nuts.
That's got to be pretty big, huh?
Damn, it's a big boy.
All right, guys, this one's cool for me. Check this out. Ready? Boom.
Wow.
Snapped. Matt Bruging, he says, it's been a long time coming. As a fan of Mark Sterling, I knew that I had to get his AEW rookie card. I was able to get the card in my first ever Whatnot card break. I've always wanted to get a card graded,
Dude,
so I
that's
thought,
nuts to
why
get a
not
10.
take the long shot? It came back as a Gem Mint 10. As of right now, the population is 1.
Wow.
Let it be known that my mark is the longest.
That's going to be tough to get. That's a big get.
His DMs or what?
I might.
Yeah,
I didn't even think
I
of
would
that.
if I were you.
I would sign his DMs, but it also, I mean, you got to wait it out because now they're all coming back. So there could be more. He's just the first to do it,
true,
but
true.
that's still, it's a tough grade.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
All right, up next, the Q&A. All right, guys, we're live on MajorMarks.com. WTF was collapsible this week, so we'll be back next week. If you're in the exclusive chat, ask your questions. If we read your question on air, we will send you a little prize ski. Who's got a question?
All right, Chris D. Giovanni asks, what's worse, your only figure being a Build-A-Figure or a rare like the Bunny figure?
Oh, build a figure all day.
Build a
No
figure all
brainer.
day.
Yeah,
Because you can't even
sign it.
can't sign it. You can't display it. You can't explain it to like a family member if they like came over or something. I mean, beggars can't be choosers. It's still better than no figure.
It's better than
Yes.
no figure. Like
Better than no
Nicholas,
figure.
better than no figure.
Oh, yeah, better than no figure. But
Yeah.
that's up there with like we mentioned all the time, like Mondo getting Ziggler's picture out his packaging.
Oh,
like
they never fixed it.
they never fixed it, and that's his only figure ever. Like that's it's just so.
Does it say Mike
stiff.
Mondo? Does it say Mikey?
It does. It says Mikey, but
But it's Nick's picture.
Nick's picture and his figure. That's just stiff.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an easy one. You know, because like, who cares if it's rare? You know, like you'll be able to get it. You know, and you can sign it.
And next week we're going to announce the Build-A-Figure Mark Sterling Jazzwares figure.
And then I have to be like, well,
Well, the benefits of a Build-A-Figure.
yeah, let me tell you, you can sign the head one. You get double autographs.
Damn.
There you
Chris
go.
Grokok's got a great
Cool.
one here.
All right.
With Live 18 coming up, who's been your favorite guest to date?
There's so many.
Oh, so I mean, it's got to be
Oh,
Nash,
Big,
right?
sexy Kevin Nash.
Big Sexy was on just surreal. Dude, Lawler, surreal, and he like killed it and told like some really awesome, unique stories.
He was
They were
talking
all-
so quiet.
All
Look at-
collecting based,
but
and he
we-
had he had a massive crowd like captivated by
Yes,
his
that's the
stories
thing. He was
telling.
so quiet, but everyone was like,
Oh,
We also
man.
think that he thought he was the only guest.
We made that up. We think that's
Yeah.
true, but we don't know.
Because
But
he was first,
like a
and he
treat.
wouldn't stop talking.
Somehow, and I don't even know how many times it's been now. Maven has never not been just like a home run, great time.
I'm pretty sure he's
awesome
told the
segment.
same story twice, and it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't even matter. It's just like everyone's smiling. Everyone like he's just so goddamn charming.
What about like Jeff Jarrett the first time? Well, the
Yeah.
only time
Yeah,
we
He was like a
announced the
featured
orange
guest.
card.
We had merch.
like Tony Nese, who like he's my friend, but not he's not like this barrel of laughs. I'm not expecting him to be this. And then he had like one of the most insane rowdy segments in like history, just out of nowhere.
RJ City.
Oh my
RJ
God.
City, is.
The One Dead Man Show is legendary in the wrestling business. Like in the back right now, like everyone knows it, and it's all from our pod. Like somebody will be like, "I saw the One Dead Man Show,
Dude.
from your pod,"
That's
and I'm like,
hands
"How did
down
you
the
get it?" It's like a
most-
tape trading thing.
The most entertained I've ever been by a guest. Like I thought I was going to collapse in laughter. Like I was like, man, when Shoes roasted Ziggler,
That was good too.
that was a moment and a half. That was like,
Shoes and Broski's relationship
oh, changed completely that. In that
just complete. Like
moment.
too much. He literally said too much shoes.
yeah.
Then he roasts Ziggler, and Broski's like, "All right, you can come
Not
to my
enough
house."
shoes.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we've had some great guests. We're gonna have a lot of great guests
God.
here, but I think it's got to be Big Sexy.
D'Lo was unreal. He was full of energy and like he got it.
RVD got like
RVD.
deep and sentimental.
Yeah.
A lot of great ones. You let us know in the comments. If you've been to a live show, who was your favorite guest?
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
What's
Duolingo Birdie, what figures do you want for Christmas? Well, we've talked about this a little bit. I kind of don't really want them to buy me any figures because we could mess up. They could buy the wrong one. You know what I'm saying? Let me just do
you
that
have to be very
myself.
specific with your wife.
What's that?
And it came from Santa or whatever. You know, I do that. Like
Yeah.
Liz and I just flat out tell each other what we want, so we don't mess it up.
Right. True.
we don't
No.
do gifts anymore. We just don't do it or do like a joint. Like one year we built like a pergola in the
Yeah, I
backyard
remember
or
that, yeah.
a fireplace.
You get away with not a single, like not even a stocking stuffer?
That's wild.
Nothing. That's the
Nothing.
rule. That's it. I love it. It's great.
I mean, I'm borderline jealous. I had to buy Liz a $500 jacket, amongst other things. But like, and I'll fill her stocking with things she has no idea, like just fun stuff. nothing
It's not
crazy,
Blue
but-
Chew this week, pal.
Anyway, I'm trying to think what I've asked for. Oh, so I have Danny Kaz. Is Major Bot Clothing even up still? We have
Should it be?
We should be. We have no idea. He's making me all custom one of one TNA wrestling stuff to like rock, like jogger as a lightweight hoodie. And Liz is paying for that for Christmas for me, like a
Very cool.
pullover hoodie. I think like gym shorts.
That's cool.
You know, just cool, nice logo stuff, like
Yeah.
low key looking. You know. And then the other thing I wanted that I sent her a bunch of links for is similar to like those top loader books we have.
Yep.
Like to keep your top loaded cars. There's PSA books, so you can keep them kind of like in pages.
Oh,
I sent her a couple of things like that because I'm sorry, I have so many slabs now. Like they don't even fit in the boxes anymore. I need more stuff for them.
Damn. A book would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, I told you guys I asked for a travel coffee mug. Hope I get it.
What a wild request.
Hope I get it, guys.
Mark, you could get that on Amazon and be on your doorstep by the time you wake up right now. But
The only thing
another
I
story.
really want, like I don't want anything. Like anything that I want, I can get, or I just get myself. I would like one year Chelsea got me these really hard to get dining reservations to the Cinderella's Royal Table at Magic Kingdom, like to eat dinner in Cinderella's castle, which is really good. And there's this other restaurant that I haven't been to.
did Mackenzie Myers just answer that question, or did Mac Cardona?
I really wanted to.
I did.
Hey, it's a
Bro,
cool thing, bro. I'm in.
But there's this other restaurant.
There's no convincing me that's a cool thing for a 37-year-old man, or however,
Well, this
however
next
old you
one
were.
will
at the time.
be. It's a
Holy
very
shit.
very nice dinner at Disney at one of the very nice hotels called Victoria and Albert's, but they have a chef's table, and it's almost like impossible to get reservations. So if she could somehow get a reservation to that, I'd be very happy Christmas morning.
Did you get your
Won't be
picture
able to.
taken with Rapunzel at that one, or
Fuck off. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Broski, I think it's cool, man. So,
that was
We got the
Brian-
Grinch Myers over here.
Brian's just being a hard ass.
The fucking Grinch Myers over here.
dude? That answer was
All right.
All right,
Let's
moving
go
on.
to good housekeeping. All right, guys, good housekeeping. YouTube.com/MajorPod. We're on there. We got the upcoming toy vlog. So much cool stuff coming. Check us out. YouTube.com/MajorWPod. Don't forget Christmas morning, the history of Bone Crunchers 96 and 97. ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWPod. All our t-shirts, a lot of our merch. Check it out on Pro Wrestling Tees. The crate will be coming any week now. MajorPodMerch.com. Get your big rubber guys. Get your major bendies right now at MajorPodMerch.com. Wildcat belts. If you want,
literally the British Bulldogs right now. Go.
right now. Wildcat belts. Thanks again. If you want an exact copy of an FWF or Major Pod title, hit up Wildcat belts. Whatnot. Brian and I, every Monday, I went on, well, not this Monday, I went on a Sunday, and next week I'll be back Monday. Schedule's going to be weird with the holidays. Because
I heard you sold some farts. Or you're farting a lot in this
where
this
there's
week's
live
episode?
farts. We heard her little rumor.
There was definitely farting, but I didn't sell them. That Carney, Jesus Christ!
I'm going. You may be way too late, but since Broski's not doing Monday with me, I had to replace him. I'll be live. Followed immediately. We'll be rating Danhausen and whatnot.
Ooh, very cool.
Yeah.
Major Rewind. J. George kills it every 2 weeks. A trip down memory lane, the premier streaming network. Check us out there. And this week, plugs. I got no shows, baby. I have nothing to plug. Just get
Under
those
the
British
Broski will be under the
Bulldogs.
pergola.
Get those.
Find me
British
under the
Bulldogs.
pergola.
Get my Always Ready pre-workout. Get my Always Red wine, which I still haven't tasted yet. I have not gotten my delivery yet. So hopefully
Damn.
soon. That's what, you know what? That's what I want for Christmas. My Always Red wine.
I didn't realize that's not like plentiful yet. No.
It is, but I just haven't gotten mine. I don't know what's going on.
Wow. All right. Well, I have a busy week. Whatnot Monday. I'm a Celtics game Tuesday with Eddie Edwards. Creative Pro practice Wednesday. Thursday night, Creative Pro Wrestling live, a free show. I would say reserve your seats, but I'm sure you can't. The return of ECW original Chris Chetty as my tag team partner. Then Friday night, first time, last time ever, myself versus Danny DeMonto, ICW New York, one night only.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Queensboro Elks Lodge, Queens Boulevard, Elmhurst, New York. And then it doesn't stop there. Saturday morning, Icons of Wrestling Convention, the Fan Fest, 10 a.m. At the ECW Arena in Philadelphia. I'll be signing, meeting, greeting, selling bendies, giving out handshakes and high
Oh,
fives,
baby.
and then driving home with a fanny pack full of money and taking my wife on a date.
You charging for autographs there, Brian?
I will be charging for autographs at this meet and greet. I know that's a wild concept, but I'm sorry I have to do it.
Unbelievable. Well, boys, Dallas, Texas, I will be handcuffed to the
Sterling
ring.
in a shark cage, folks. Don't miss it.
Handcuffed to the ring while Ethan Page and Tony Nese have an
Let's go,
Quit
baby.
match on Honor Club Friday night in Dallas, Texas.
Friday?
The rest of the card is going to be insane. These Ring of Honor pay-per-views always end up being crazy and awesome and great, and proud to be part of it. But final battle, Ring of Honor. Let's go.
All right.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Look,
guys. We will see you.
using that pre-workout every day.
I love it. We'll see you next week, guys. We're out of time.
We're out of time. You stole it.
I stole it.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.